Support for City Series Boys Football is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Welcome to another night of high school football here on APS 15. Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky. Hey, 2 minutes early. Let's get this thing kicked away. And they will do so as they kick it off to Garfield. Going to be caught at the 28-yard line and returned to the 36, 37-yard line. And the players say there's a fumble, but let's look for what the referees say, and they don't say anything. And we want to certainly welcome you. I am Dave Schick. This is Joe Pacansky. And we will be bringing you tonight's ball game from, as you can tell, a bigger venue from last week. Akron, University of Akron's Infocision Stadium, Suma Field. We're up here in the press box and is one of the top-tier facilities within the MAC, and certainly a great facility for these high school kids as they begin things underway here as the Rams come into offense. Seen them a couple times already this year, Joe, and a team that has impressed us at some times. Offensively and defensively, certainly. Motion coming to the bottom of your screen. And looking to pass. Fakes it. Nice little shovel pass to give him the fake, but he overthrows it. It's going to be intercepted at the 29-yard line and ran right up the sideline, cuts back inside at the 40. And do we have a solo tackle? No, he slows him down enough, and he does tackle him. He gets him down at the 48-yard line, and they will take over there. So the first play from scrimmage turns into a turnover.
Yeah, Trayon Bell picks it off. So the first play they try to go with a double move, intercepted, easy one from that free safety spot. Trayon Bell comes over and picks it off. So Garfield goes away from the normal game plan and tries to go deep on a definite upstart East team. They come into the game, Dave, at 4-4 overall. Garfield 3-5 overall. Even battle. Really probably more than likely the battle for third place this year when it comes down to it in City Series play.
Yeah, we saw Buchtel and Ellett kind of play against one another. Buchtel put together a great effort, a lot of speed for them as we're going to have a timeout right away.
Good for you.
Yay, let me get caught up. Got here a little late. Sorry, folks. Construction, traffic, you want to name it. I think I hit some of it on the way here, coming from beautiful Lyndhurst down here to Akron, Ohio.
Christmas shopping traffic.
Well, my wife got home late, and then I got in the car, and then there was regular rush hour, and then there was a stalled car in the right lane, and then construction all the way down 271. That was about it. It picked up a little bit once I got on 8.
Yeah, that pretty much does it.
So, but you kind of bottleneck traffic together right there. 271 between, what was it? Chagrin and the 480 merger, and that's pretty much atrocious traffic.
Keep in mind the 6:58 kickoff time and already our first time out, so they let you get back in. First play from scrimmage again. Trevon Shepard throws it on the double move into double coverage, and Trayon Bell picks it off for East and returns it about 25 yards, and they have the ball now, 1st and 10 on the Garfield 42.
In the I formation, looking to pass, looks left side. Another big play on this one, though. He gets separation, catches it at the 5, and gets in for a touchdown. Maurice Thomas, the quarterback, the senior, just takes it and heaves it down the left side, probably exactly what Garfield wanted to do. And he sent it to Austin Kidd, number 17. Is that correct, Joe?
Nope, it was Trayon Bell one more time.
All right, Trayon Bell.
He said, in case you didn't see that first interception, I'll go ahead and get a touchdown with it as well.
So literally in 30 seconds, he has 2 catches, 1 for a turnover, 1 for a touchdown. That one's going to go for about 46 yards on the throw from the senior quarterback going to his senior wide receiver. 6'2" listed, Trayon Bell, 6'2", 185 pounds, the senior from the East Dragons. Now looking to add the extra point, already getting the 6. High snap, kick is up, but into the backs of his offensive line. So they are not able to convert on that one. But literally at 11:30 here in the first quarter, we have a score already, 6-0, as the Dragons take the early lead on what turned out to be an interesting play, an interception on the first play, and they return it about 18 yards to the 46-yard line, and then one play down and out, and we're down 6-0, and that'll take the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Yeah, not the kind of start you want for Garfield, who gets the ball and then turns it over on the opening play, and then the next play gives up the bomb. Early 6-0 lead for an upstart East team who only lost to Buchtel by a score of 21-13 2 weeks ago.
So now as, this is what happens when you start a little early, because now you get to come back out and redo this thing with 30 seconds here in the first. I got all my stuff out, so now I'm a little more relaxed. I can slow down.
And I'll tell you, East looking for their first winning season since I can remember here. 4-4 right now. They'll have to win out to get it, but a good chance to do so, especially after getting on top early in this one.
On our first broadcast of them so far this year, as they kick it straight down the center, going to hit at the 20-yard line, bobbles it, picks it up at the 22, comes to the right side, trying to get around that corner. You can see it here from our camera angle. Big pylon out of bounds.
That's a lot of people out of bounds, and it really wasn't a late hit. It's just
kind of we're walking with you out of bounds.
And I am impressed. Last couple years, this East program has really improved what some of the other lower division programs in the City Series have hoped to do. A lot of credit to Marcus Hayes in his second year in the program. He's doing a nice job here. Couple good out-of-conference wins, and then a couple wins also in conference play this year. So they're putting together a nice, solid season so far.
And I think they took a little different approach as we have Trayvon Shepard here in the full house lineup behind him. He's going to hand the ball off, comes left side. Good defensive pressure. He's going to gain 2 yards on the carry. But running away with the football, I don't see a signal. But we're going to come together and talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
Was he down? I appear he was. Looks like he stopped forward progress.
Here we go. There.
So Powers on the carry. It would be a 2-yard gain. We're going to talk. Who else are they going to talk to? They talk to Coach Sachs? Oh, he's explaining it to Coach Sachs. But he hasn't explained it to us here in the press box. I could probably read a spot while he figures this out. But I won't. Why? Because we don't want to break our coverage.
First down, it says.
First down would be
you know what?
Ball.
We're going to. No, okay. Second down.
Second down.
No penalty. Yeah, no, they're just going to.
But didn't he gain yards on the carry?
I think 2 yards. And
This makes no sense, Joe.
The explanation was given, but he does not have a microphone.
Is it Halloween? We don't know.
You know what? I think they called no play because I think they snapped that before maybe the ball was set.
But wouldn't it be it's first down again?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're just going to replay the down.
Yep.
It's like a replay in volleyball. You put 2 thumbs up.
Oh, nice cut.
Gets away from one, and he's going to gain. Nice second effort there. He's going to gain 6 on the carry.
And that's no surprise. We've seen that kind of effort out of Darian Powers all year in our coverage.
Darren Powers, the 6-foot, 180-pound senior. Seen them play very well. And in the past, we've seen the Rams have a little bit of a pass offense, which was non-existent. If you've been a Rams fan for a long time, they will, let's say if there was 50 offensive plays, 48 would be running plays. And now trying to pass a little more. It might be a little gun shy now as they run right this time. It would be enough for a first down. So gains 5 on the carry again, and that is Powers.
Right into the arms of Kelvin Lawrence, but as you mentioned, partner,
I sound loud,
too late
Peter.
down the
Am
field.
I loud? I sound loud. Maybe it's because I got the headset with
Maybe you're
2
pumped
good
up
working
tonight.
speakers. My adrenaline was pumping trying to drive here. Hey, people, this game is not going to stop it because I'm not here. It's going to keep going.
No.
It's going to start 2 minutes early.
Yeah. They heard they were.
Why?
Because
Because
let's get this started.
Yeah. Hey, Dave's here. Checked in with wonderful staff upstairs. Shepard, another hard count. Got him to bite a little bit, but not enough. Hands the ball off to Powers. He'll gain 1 on the carry.
I think he's offsides both times. I thought he was in the neutral zone both times, but
9:37 here
not today.
in the first. 6-0 your score, with East coming up on a big play, interception, 46-yard pass, touchdown. Let's restart this game. That's almost like, remember when we used to, well, this is date both of us. Remember when we used to play like Tecmo Bowl and your friend would just, if they did that, you'd be like, let's start this. So you hit the little reset button.
Oh, your foot
And it was
accidentally
like,
hits it.
Oh man. And it would just start the game
It's
over.
like your mulligan.
Let's start that over. It was so easy to press it now. You try and like reset a PlayStation, and it's like it has to like defrag and start things over. And
Yeah, Nolan Palmer broke off the route there, and Garfield looks out of sorts right now to start this game. Not clicking on all cylinders.
well, the good thing is you're down one score. If you can hit the extra point, you find yourself up, and you can kind of get back into what you want the game plan to be. But you got to start it after you get this first down. Devontae Lash at the top of your screen, 3 wide. All of them checking in. Good close coverage by the Dragons. And looking left over the center on the route. He has a man there, but he overthrows him by about 5 yards. He was on his way to the end zone if he would have been able to catch it in. A pass intended for Nolan Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer did not break the route there up the seam, and that's a touchdown if Shepard does not overthrow that. Instead, he starts off 0 for 3, and Garfield going to have to punt.
He had a good time in the pocket, just wasn't able to settle in and make the hit.
Right.
Well, with our 1 week hiatus from our little spot here, it's good to be home, huh? They moved us over another part of the press box here about 3 weeks ago. And, you know.
You're that creature of habit.
Well, you could say Dorothy had it right. There's no place like home. I like the little press
And
box
this is our
here.
home.
Got our window open. Kick is away.
That'll play.
That's in a hit at the
no good
28.
bounce, though.
Nice bounce, keeping it in bounds. Good spin on the ball.
Yeah, you want that to bounce the other way about 10 yards down the field, though.
But if you're a Dragons fan, you're excited.
You're happy.
8:43 here in the first. They'll have their second crack at it. Well, we threw it from 46 yards out. What about 66 yards, huh? Try and do it again.
Yeah, they came out the first time, went deep, and Maurice Thomas had plenty of time and just threw it up and let his one of the many good athletes on this squad, Trevion Bell, go out and snare it on a perfectly thrown ball.
So they start now from the 31-yard line. And the Dragons line up. Thomas has motion coming to his right, hands off left, has some space there, and will gain 4 yards on the carry. So good pursuit by the Rams, but a good push as he was able to get 5 yards.
That's Jamarlin Suggs. You're going to hear his name quite a bit. He's the top rusher for this East Dragons squad.
Yep, Jamarlin Suggs, the sophomore, listed at 5'11", 180 pounds.
That's a good sign. That's good stat lines for a running back.
But that's a good 5 yards by really. Once he got up there, they were sworn, but they were in more of a zone coverage there. This time, going to be running inside. Does bounce outside there for second effort and will gain 4.
Yeah, got himself an extra yard. Devon Clinton was the man to eventually bring him down. Going to be a 3rd and 2, looks like.
A long one.
Yeah.
3rd and 2. 7:30 here in the first quarter. Moving the ball pretty well as they split back the wide receivers on each side. Thomas in the backfield, looking things over. Might have an audible coming in. It looks like it. Maybe not. Lots of time. Hands the ball off. Switches hands, goes up your screen. Now he's coming forward, and he's going to be just short, depending on the spot, and it does look short.
Yeah, great effort by Suggs, but an even better fill and in job of not shooting a blank by Darian Powers is he'll keep him short of the first down.
So
They give him a good spot, though, but it's still going to be about a half a yard short.
yeah, we're at 4th and 1 now.
And it looks like he's still punting away. That's a big hold for Garfield. They got to be cognizant of the fake here on 4th and.
So 3 and out here in their second possession. But man, it feels good to have a touchdown already on the board. You 3 and out, and you're not feeling real well. 4th down and short. Punter is far back from what we've seen throughout the season. Most punters a little closer. Good snap, a little to the left though. Kicks it away, nice and high. Good punt here.
Good punt, DeMar Johnson.
Going to get it to the 31-yard line, but has coverage down there. Oh, but they breaks around the outside of the seam. He goes up the sideline.
Blocking the back.
And he goes out at about the 46-yard line. You get so excited. And really,
every level, pro, college, and guys, I mean, you could see it up. I could see it up here without the binoculars. It was a good, solid block in the back. And the guy I don't think is going to make the tackle, and you see that so many times.
well, he did a great job. The outside over pursued, and he cut in and cut back out, and he was up the sidelines. Good speed by the rest of East to catch him because he had a lot of the sideline left there.
Oh, yeah.
Also a very good punt. Like I said, thought he was a little farther back than we usually see punters set up. But the flag will take them back and take them back far.
Yeah, they had the ball out past midfield with the return.
Went out at the 46 and back to the 30 or 31. That would be minus 15. Shepard now, 3 wideouts. Doesn't use any, hands off inside. Great job running through, and he's through the entire defense. He gets to the 45, and they are finally going to swarm him, and he's going to get to the 38-yard line. Wow. A 32-yard run by, who we got here?
That was Zion Sheffield, number 1, Uno.
There you go. Zion Sheffield coming up the center. He is going to be the sophomore, 5'10", 185 pounds, but went through that line untouched. Great job getting through. This one's going to go to Powers, going up your screen, cuts inside. Oh, he's spinning, keeps going. He turned 2 yards and got an additional 4 for a 6-yard gain.
I was like, that play was
3
stuffed.
people around him.
That play was stuffed, and he just kept the legs grinding and fought to get extra yards, but still protected the ball, didn't hold the ball out there. So many times you see, again, every level, guys trying to get 1 extra yard and they fumble because they're driving and they're trying. You got to stretch and push it out, but you also have to know when to go down. It's just that presence, that mental clock out there.
The offensive line looking much better this drive for the Rams. Should be 2nd and short. They have 1st on our marker, as you can see on our screen, but we'll probably go straight to 3rd down. Gets a yard. Be 3rd down and 2.
Again, 23, Kelvin Lawrence in on another tackle. He did a nice job holding his ground there and not letting Powers get that lower leg drive. 3rd and 2, obvious 3rd down or 4 down territory for the Rams. Who do have a very good kicker, but
why can't we see their numbers? Are they tucking them in the back or something?
East? Because it's tradition. Because they're gray.
Oh, I can't. Like it looks like they're tucked in halfway down. Like underneath the pads or something.
Under their rib pads.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
good cutback. He's
gone back outside, and that'll be a 25-yard touchdown. And
little
just like
video
that,
game.
The drive comes together for the Rams as they're able to get 6 points up on the board. 26-yard run, and that's by you-know-who, Darian Powers.
Yep. And he made the little right analog or the directional button move there on the video game, just a little slight juke, and it opened up like a flood, and he just strolled into the end zone. Darian Powers, on his 6 carries, he finds pay dirt in the end zone. Best kicker in the City Series now that we've seen.
Yeah, he hit, what, a 26, 28-yarder?
He hit a 40-yarder here, and that one would have been good from probably 40.
So he kicks that one up and in, makes it 7-6. And that's what I was saying. You come down, you get that touchdown, you get the extra point. Now you're in the lead again. You're not tied.
Right.
You're not how you started this game tied. That touchdown erases a bad first possession, interception, 46-yard touchdown for the Dragons. Okay, now we're not just even. We're winning this ball game now. Put the pressure back on. Let's go get them.
So a tough start for the Rams on the pick and the quick touchdown they give up. But the defense holds second time through, and they get a nice drive there.
And that offense we saw that last series, they were able to go from
Rams.
the 30-yard line. That's a 70-yard drive that ate up about 2.5 minutes. And they were able to play very well. Offensive line dominated. Running dominated. No big pass plays, but just big runs.
Right.
One for
Sheffield.
32 and one for 26.
Yeah, Sheffield started it, and then Powers finished it. And Bagno going to show his leg here as he kicks off for the Rams, who have their first lead of the night.
First kickoff for Bagno.
Didn't get that one very good. Directional.
Go right
let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, let it go out.
Watch him take it back.
By Marquez Callaway. Comes back right side, and he's going to get a little better return than they would have got, but not much. They have it marked at the 28.
Ball goes out of bounds, you get it at the 35.
I know.
Right?
But close.
Yeah.
But you got to it's just like you got to be aware of where you are in the field. Just like we saw in the Browns game trying to return a punt at the 2-yard line. You let that go in the end zone. Take it out at the 20. You don't need
catching it with your face. That was
horrible.
That was awful.
But this same thing, not as drastic because it didn't cost him as much. You let that go out of bounds. You got to know where you are and how close you are to that sideline. Unless and if he sees something, he's got to do it. Running up our screens into a 2-yard gain is Maurice Thomas, the running back. But you can't fault a guy if he sees an opening, but it's hard to see an opening when you're about 2 feet away from the sidelines. But hey, that's why I'm up here and they're down there.
Stop there, partner by Darian Powers. And in case you didn't know, he's a really good football player.
In case we didn't say his name early, no. Second down and 8 now. 3:30 here left in the first. That ball is thrown to the coach, but he's not allowed to play on the field. So incomplete pass for Maurice Thomas as he overthrows it into his own bench.
He was kind of like, seriously? That was an easy throw. Where's that ball go? Thomas let that one just say a little bit on him.
Oh, I think he might have put a little too much zip on it because it came to the sidelines with some heat.
Sometimes those short throws with guys with big arms, a la Brandon Whedon and a lot of other gunslingers, Derek Anderson, can't make those short throws.
Why got to name only Browns quarterbacks?
'Cause
Pressure coming right side over the center. That one's going to be caught, and how couldn't it be? It's going to go in his chest and into his padding as a nice completion there. He's going to get it to the 46-yard line.
21 yards on the gain. And you know what, partner? Great time given by the offensive line. He had a rush, but they did a nice job of giving him a throwing pocket. And the reception on the play was number 20, Cavante Jackson. They swing it out here to the right side.
Goes right side, and they will have another first down.
Jackson again.
Yep. And once they stop walking, 11-yard gain, 12-yard gain. Not giving me great spots up here, guys.
Yeah, your spotter's letting you down.
Just get to the spot so I know. That's what I'm saying. So first down and 10, 2 first downs in a row. Hand the ball off. Uh-oh, we got flags down and a bad play.
Back.
2-yard gain, but it looks like he's going to say it's against Garfield. Had his hand out to that side unless he's pointing to a specific player. What is that?
I didn't see it.
It's this. Went like this.
Oh, legal substitution.
All right.
Why would he be called? Did it come
Well,
from the
it's
backfield?
coming from Garfield. He must not have been off, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's nice? First down and 5.
Yep, 5 yards.
So take a 2-yard gain, subtract that, add a 5-yard penalty, and you get to keep first down. We'll take it, sir. All right, Thomas looking left. Pressure coming behind him, gets it away. And it's going to be incomplete. I thought it was going to the inside receiver. It kind of curved out.
That was a real good job on the play, getting the head around by Davon Mason for the Rams. A lot of contact out there. He was giving up a few inches and some pounds, but he did a nice job of getting good position without drawing a penalty.
And the Rams were bringing pressure to his right side as he threw the ball away, got pushed. Pressure was coming there, so they didn't make the hard tackle for the penalty, but able to still kind of get a shove in. That's all right. We're playing football. Here we go. Second down and 4, 2:15 here in the first quarter. Thomas looking left this time, eyes it in, gets it in there. Pass completed, comes around, and he will have a first down. That one goes to Trayon Bell again, and really has some zip on that football.
Yes, he does.
So now it makes it 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to pass this time. No, fakes it, cuts back inside, and he'll gain 2 as they overplay that quick out pass. He's going to get actually 4 yards on the carry, but really sold it hard going to his right.
Powers and Big Sean Calhoun in on the tackle for the Rams. East going pretty quick here.
4 wide now as the backfield moves out in motion. Looks to hand the ball off. No, fakes it to the left. Oh, has a man wide open, but it is incomplete. Pass intended for Matthew Woodley.
Yeah, good pass. You can see Woodley just took his eyes off of it.
Never take your eyes off, guys.
With that incompletion now, Thomas here in the first quarter, already 4 for 7 for 82 yards in that touchdown.
Big third down situation here. 3rd and 6, 1:30 here in the first. Thomas looks it over, hikes the ball, looking right. Nice play call there. As a post out, breaks 1, breaks 2. Can he break the 3rd? He'll break the 3rd for the first down. He'll get 7 yards on the catch. Devontae Jackson again. Clevante Jackson. Great job breaking 1, 2, and then the 3rd tackle, he pulls him over for a first down. So now 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Boy, and Coach Sachs got to be upset with that. They had 2 chances to hold him short of the first down, and open field tackling did not help him out there on 3rd and long.
And you can see on the top of your screen, top receiver goes out long. The other one, good job coming out and getting out. Good route running by Jackson. Motion coming to the top of your screen. Looking to run, comes left side, and will get 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, they just went student body right there, full house backfield, and 3 blockers to follow. A lot of guys to choose from. He did cut it back, but that's where the hole was. Just gets tripped up, or it probably would have been a touchdown.
We're going to have one more play as we're just under 35 seconds here in the first quarter, so they'll run one additional play here in the first quarter. They find themselves down 7-6. Now 2nd and goal from the 6. Thomas looking to pass for that corner route into double coverage. His man goes up, cannot complete the pass. And that's a tough one to send it into with Davon Mason and Darren Powers right there.
And that one was intended for, looked like Dominic Holly. And they do a nice job, does the Garfield defense, to break that up.
Dominic Holly, the 6'2", 170-pound junior. Well,
back to that full house.
Oh yeah, the incomplete's going to give us another play here in the first. Now 3rd down and goal from the 6. Runs left side, cuts back inside, and good defense there by the Rams. Not a fan of that play call. I like the other one a little better just because you had 3 guys in motion. You weren't sure if he was going to pitch it, keep it, pass it. Felt he did a little better job keeping the team on their heels. But now we're going to set up 4th down and goal from the 6. And that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll see what happens as we get into the second. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Career Education Department, where students can choose from 30 different career education programs. For more information, go to apscareers.com. City Series football also right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering a free lunch for every student and a free breakfast. I'm sorry, for every elementary student and a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. So we set up here now into the second quarter. Garfield coming in, getting a score to match the first drive by the Dragons. Able to score a touchdown with 11:30 in the first quarter. Garfield does answer with 4 minutes left in the first quarter, a 26-yard run by Powers to get their touchdown in, but able to get that elusive extra point and get them ahead. Now they set up, needing another big stop here. 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, without a doubt, the biggest play in the ball game right now on 4th down.
The other team, they're going to run all the way down the field.
Way to go, don't they?
That's why they're athletes, Joe.
That's right. I will tell you, partner, big 4th down conversion is they're trying to finish this drive, and we haven't even talked about field goal, so I think they're going for it, but let's see.
I think they're going for it.
Well, after that first kick didn't get higher than 4 feet.
Yeah, and
they're going to go for it. Good call.
More suspenseful this way. Start of the second quarter, 4th down and 5 from the 5-yard line. Thomas looks to hand the ball off. No, looks to pass. Pressure coming, runs right, has a man there, throws to the end zone, and he's able to catch it. Touchdown, Dragons. That one caught by Trayon Bell and really gave the defense some trouble. Running out to his right, had pressure there, just was able to get away from it, and they were able to score here in the second quarter.
Well, they score on their first play of the first quarter that they had the ball, and their first play of the second quarter. But Trayon Bell did a nice job adjusting to that, but a great job also by Thomas. He did a nice job of eluding the pressure from the outside and stepping, not running, not just putting the head down as soon as there's a rush and running, but getting to the spot and lofting it up for his athlete to make a great play.
Yeah, he did a good job also kind of running down the line of scrimmage where you don't know as a defender, do I come up and try and stop him from running? As they go for 2 here, trying to make it up. Runs left, and this time we're not letting them get away, and they take him down for a sack. It's going to be a sack of about 10 yards, but bigger and more importantly, doesn't get additional points to get it to 14, so we'll stay here right at 12. 7-12 your score here with 11:54 here in the second quarter as the Dragons now, as they did to start the first, as Joe talked to, get another score, get 6 points up, and now they'll kick off to Garfield, looking to make them counter.
And a nice job by East as they finish the drive with the 4th down conversion. 3 big first downs on that possession. 2 of those on 3rd and long. So a nice sustained drive to get them back in the lead. The Garfield defense doing a pretty good job on the run, but the pass, especially on 3rd down, they did a nice job of not giving up the big play, but good second effort by these East receivers got them into the end zone.
Well, and East kind of showing speed in their players similar to what I would say is as Buchtel type speed. A lot in the secondary. You saw it there, running out, wide receiver getting separation, trying to get the pass and the touchdown. But we'll go back to the Rams, who will grind it out, running it as they did last time for a 70-yard drive to get in the end zone. Dominic Holly here to kick it away. Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky. You're watching high school football here on APS 15. Kicked right on down the center, then a hit at the 27. He's going to return it, gets to the 30, bounces outside, takes contact, and will go down at the 34-yard line. On the return was Levi Wells.
I think so, yes.
Oh, it's hard to read numbers from up here.
It is.
See, you can't see the bottom of his number. Oh, it's got to be tucked in. Or taped down, one of the two.
Oh, who? The Rams, too?
Their quarterback.
Yeah. It's like it's tucked into the.
Real tricky.
I know.
Under center now this time. Turns, hands the ball off. Tries to get around the outside. Hey, whistles are going. Powers.
No play. Encroachment on the Dragons.
You talked earlier, they had 2 hard counts. It kind of made him jump a little bit with no flag. Makeup call. Spoken from a referee himself. Ah, you're right, I missed that. We'll make this one up.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Don't question me, I am the referee. Offset I formation now. Shepard hands the ball off. Hey, it's the same play. No one saw it coming. Powers, though, dominates. Gets 9 yards on the carry and a first down. So with the penalty and the 9-yard run, we keep the sticks moving, and they'll get to the 44-yard line.
You get the feeling like the winner of this game is going to be the defense that stops what you're good at. Garfield going to stop the pass, or is East going to eventually stop the run?
That was not where I thought you were going. I
That's
was going to say is the team that wins is the one that has the ball last, and I was
Well,
like, I don't know if we're there yet.
no, yeah,
Offset
it's too
I.
early to call that.
Lash at the top of your screen. And not looking his way, looking the other way, and he's out of bounds, and he can't come back in to catch the ball. Pass intended for Nolan Palmer. Pushed him out of bounds.
Here's the problem with that wide split. When there's no room for error. If you're going to go to the short side of the field, you can't have your split 2 yards. I'd push you out of bounds every time, because once you go out, you can't reestablish yourself back in. You're done. The play's over. You touch the ball, it's an illegal touching penalty.
Well, here's the thing. I think they're going to talk about it is if he continues to ride him out of bounds, that's pass interference. But here's the bad thing is he threw him the ball out of bounds. If you throw the ball inbounds, why is he out of bounds? Well, he got pushed out, but you threw him the ball out of bounds. Make the play 3 yards in, and you might get that call.
Right.
Offset out of the other way. Darren Powers to the right. Hey. And they do sniff it right out. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Good read that time by Galen Thompson, who came in to fill and just rode Powers down after a short gain. Big play for Garfield. I think you got to go on the ground here, partner. That's what they've been successful with. 0 for 4 through the air.
And
they're going to throw.
Lash and Palmer up top. Stacked on one side, looking to pass to him. Big targets. They're going to go short. Oh, but it's at his ankles. Maybe the worst place for a tall receiver to try and catch something. So at 3rd down and 8, an incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and the punt team.
And Shepard just is cold right now. Has not been sharp. 0 for 5 here in the beginning of the game. 3 and out, and the ball going to go back to this explosive offense.
4th down and 8. 10:49 here in the first half. And Lash into punt, but something isn't right. They're missing somebody or.
Then you got a wasted timeout.
Yep. Well, a timeout here with 10:49 here in the second as Lash wants to talk things over. Something personnel-wise wasn't there. But while we have the timeout, City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools. For enrollment opportunities, akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice. Also, City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where over 95% of students have passed the Ohio Proficiency Test or the Ohio Graduation Test and earned a high school diploma. For more information, visit apscareers.com.
Awesome.
So 4th down and 8. I think Lash has everybody in that's supposed to be in. It's a good start to the football. He's going to move Jataris Grant to his right. High snap, catches it. kicks it away. Nice kick, and again high and out of bounds. And it's going to be at about the 28-yard line. I was off 2 yards.
Yep.
32.
Yep. You're close.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Well, we can see the dragon dance from up here. Are you getting that, Peter? Dragon dance up with the cheerleaders. Nothing better than the mascots dancing and doing funny stuff because they're like big characters. It's like when Mickey Mouse does something funny. It's even funnier.
Dead ball penalty. Oh, holding.
When?
Holding on a ball that was kicked 10 yards out. Yeah.
And a late call, too.
And it hurts.
A very late call. Did
I'm
you see
sorry,
a flag
as
down?
a coach, the ball's kicked out of bounds and you're holding. It's bad luck for you because you don't know where the ball's going, but when your number gets called there,
I didn't see a
not
flag
a good
down
time
either.
in the film. I just saw it right at the last second.
I was all distracted by the mascot. I don't even see a flag down.
Yeah, you created a diversion.
I know. But apparently only for myself and Peter, not for the referees. Looking to hand the ball off.
Ooh, good fake.
Fakes it really well.
Should have gave it to him, though.
Gets
That was
2
read
yards,
option. He
second
made the
down
wrong
and 8.
read. Yeah.
Why is it always read option is reading my own number? That's why I see a lot. Too much.
What do you mean?
The read option is my number. I'm reading that I'm getting the ball.
Yeah. Well, he should have gave it up because you could have drove a truck through the hole that Jamarlin Suggs could have ran through there. But it could be a called play too. It could be that they take that read out of the hands.
But you're right. Had a very good handoff to kind of put it in the basket, but then take it back out. Kind of sold it very well on the other end. Looking to pass this time up to the corner. Oh, almost had a second chance effort to pick it up, and he might have hurt himself trying to stop it. As it looks like we have John White.
And Nolan Palmer, I think, is down.
Oh, Palmer?
I think so. Yeah. And it almost looked like it was shoulder or hand as he high-pointed the ball there and tipped it.
Well, and Thomas had a good throw. A little
yeah.
higher, it would have been just out of his reach, but he turns around. You could kind of see both of them kind of trying to do that jump ball, but backwards. So he's down for a moment. While we do, want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering students opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramic, sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com.
You were waiting.
Well,
And Palmer's up.
that's good.
He's favoring the one shoulder. But he's going to hustle off the field, and that's a good sign for them because another two-way player that, if you lose him, you almost lose 2 spots.
Well, and sometimes when you hit not the top of your shoulder, but almost that bottom part down here, like just in between your elbow and your shoulder, then the shoulder pads come up and like hit you right in the neck.
Yeah. And you don't
And it
see
hurts
it as
worse
much.
than you think it is.
You don't see the stingers as much on the field turf because it has more give than the old cement turf and astroturf that were more common in our high school days, where every time you were tackled, huge rug burn.
Looking
Oh,
left,
wide
and
open.
overthrows him. So 3rd down and 8 turns into 4th down and 8 on the incomplete.
And Thomas goes
Has
cold.
good strength on his arm, though,
Yeah.
just not the placement you're looking for. So
Yeah.
with 9:53 here in the second, it's going to be 4th down time. We're going to punt another one away.
Yeah, Thomas, after starting 3 for 4, only 1 for his last 6 partner, and a big 3 and out. Again, the Garfield defense holds when they need to.
East second 3 and out. Out of 4 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 2 3 and outs. So by the numbers, their next possession, touchdown. Oh, if only it were that easy. Snap is good. Kick is away. Kind of a side spirals and a catch
That's a
at the
good
45 on the run. Comes back inside his powers and he only gets 4 yards on it, but had to run about 25 to go get it. And they'll take over from the 48-yard line. They're going to give him the spot into East territory. Just under 10 minutes here in the first half.
Good field position for the Rams as Powers did a nice job of not letting that thing bounce. And while he didn't get a big return, he avoided the big bounce. keeping it close here. Big possession here for the Rams. Try to snare this lead back.
The Rams now take over. Look to hand the ball off, and they do. He's going to get through the line. We saw this one go for a big gain before, but this time they get Sheffield to slow down a little bit. He's going to gain 12 and get a first down.
Another big gainer, as you mentioned. They got to keep going to that play. Sheffield, 2 carries now, 49 yards.
Brings up my yards per average when I have a big breakout catch. And he's been very good running the ball, very shifty through that line. And there you go to Powers now. Nothing shifty about that, just coming right at you, and he'll get 7 on the carry.
And you mentioned coming through the line, the O-line doing their job right now for Garfield, creating holes. And I know what some of the old traditional Garfield people will say is, I don't want to see another pass until they stop the run, because they're establishing that interior ground game right now.
Well, absolutely, but we've seen a lot of success because of their talent on the outside with Lash and
Oh, yeah, they've
Palmer.
had big plays in the passing game this year, just not yet today. East calls a timeout because they know they're getting gashed in the run game right now.
Well, I'll let you know, City Series football supported here by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Also, City Series coverage right here on APS 15, supported by Career Education. And I lost my spot. Students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships and can earn national credentials in career education programs before they graduate from high school. For more information, visit apscareers.com. I had my old, I must be in the old part of my spot book. Summa Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. I don't think we're allowed to read that anymore. I don't think they're a sponsor anymore, but we still love them. It's okay. You can come on back. The love hasn't left. I was like, man, we used to read those back in the day. If you've been watching for that long. There we go. Here's my current ones. That's what happens when you got to find a parking pass that's in the spots. Like, where's my parking pass at? I grab that. Powers, left side, bumps into his own player, but that's going to be a first down for sure. A 6-yard gain for him. He's going to get to the 22-yard line. Just under 9 minutes here in the second quarter, and this looks like a drive that's going to get in the end zone.
Looks like Garfield football. And I'll tell you, one thing I like about Darian Powers, he loves the cut pack to get north-south as much as possible.
But he runs almost like he's going to pass the hole up. I mean, he knows where the hole is, but he runs hard to like almost the edge of the offensive lineman and then cuts right in.
Not that time. Unfooled on that play where number 50, Deshaun Somerville, and 56, Galen Tompkins.
Yeah, he loses a yard, 2nd and 11. But he's very good at that because as the defender, you're on the offensive lineman and you think he's almost to the back of him. You're almost looking for him on the other side, and then you've opened up the inside where he wants to go anyway.
10 carries, 70 yards now for Darian Powers.
2nd and 11. Under 8 minutes here in the first half. Looking to throw down the line, and he does. Pass caught and out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So he'll gain 6 on the catch. And
I love that play.
Palmer.
I love that play to Palmer, who's back in the game after the injury. And a nice block out. The key to that play is the block by your wide receiver. It's an easy pitch and catch. You got to do those two things, but you got to get that timing and get the block. It's just quick. Get it out of your hands. There's no chance to get a rush on the quarterback.
Well, and it continues to spread out the defense because you've hit inside left, inside right, inside left, and now you're doing that little screen. That one's not going anywhere, though. Ugh.
Well, lost a yard there. Yep, no, we'll give him the line of scrimmage to Powers.
1 additional yard.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th down and 4.
Decision time.
This scoreboard's all off. Come on, guys. We're better than this. 2nd down and 12. That was 2 plays ago.
Would be a 38-yarder if they're going to let Bonio kick it.
I would kick it. We're going to think about it.
Yeah, they're going to call time. That's exactly what they're going to do. You think when they call timeout here that means they're probably going to go for it?
They're going to come out and kick.
Which means they'll probably
I think
kick.
it's one of those things he took a little too long to decide, and then you got to get the personnel out there.
Yeah, because you don't want to go 5
yards out of field range. And you don't want
Bagno
to have to snap that ball quickly than he needs to, because he can hit this.
You would kick here, huh?
I would kick. I take points every time. And here's the thing: you're only down 2. If you kick it because they've missed 2 extra points, you kick another field goal and you win. You come away with no points.
I think
even if you get close.
I think it depends how much confidence you have in your defense. Are we going to be able to stop this team, or are we going to be in a shootout?
You got 7 minutes left here in the second. You take points.
They are on the left hash.
Where's Bagno? Is he in?
Makes it a little tougher kick. He is in, Parker.
He is in.
Tell by
It's a good kick for him.
We've seen him hit one from this distance before with no problem. And now that we've talked about it, it's like talking about the great free throw shooter. So,
yeah, we jinx people really bad. I feel bad. Usually afterwards. High snap, gets it down. Kick is up. That's a beautiful kick. And it is good.
He's good.
That was
good from another 10
yards.
easy. Is Terry Bowden in the house? They're not playing this week.
I'd send a letter over there to Garfield.
They're
pretty good at recruiting within the city series.
Oh yeah, they got a couple.
Got 2 of ours.
Cody Grice and Jerome Lane.
Yeah,
playing big minutes.
Both
if you
of them
will.
playing very well.
Also, Bickley, the receiver, East.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Garfield trims into the lead, and while they would love the touchdown there, they'll take the foot of Bagno, gives them even closer, cut that score to 12-10.
That was what, 28-yard field goal?
38.
38?
38-yarder.
Yeah, so that's going to get into it. Makes it 10-12. Whenever I always think, like, when you have a score like this, you're like, you get those squares for like the Super Bowl or any big games. You're like, who's gonna get 10 and 12? Nobody gets that.
2 and the 0. The 0 is good. The 2 is like,
the 2 is horrible. But you're like, hey, we could end the second quarter, and someone could. Oh, you can't talk during the kickoff, dude. Bad announcer. Picks it up at the about the 14.
Good returner though.
Yeah, he's gonna get to the 50. Still on his feet. Has a man behind him. Cuts inside. Wow, great return.
And no flags down.
And that's going to be about 47-yard return.
That's going to be your first half version of the No Doubt City Series player of the game, career education, Trayon Bell. Just give him 50 more all-purpose yards along with a 25-yard interception return and 2 TDs on the night on his 3 receptions. So Trayon Bell continues to do it here for the Dragons, giving them great field position at the Ram 38.
So now with just under 7 minutes outside of an outstanding return, I think the announcer kind of botched the kick, but did not botch the return. Low snap. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks like the Browns play when they don't have a play, but they make something out of it. And he's going to get 5 yards on the carry. He like hiked the ball like, hey guys, we weren't supposed to hike it.
What happened on that play? The center was not supposed to hike the ball.
He was not supposed to hike it.
How does that happen?
Well,
I know he's not your normal center.
They were supposed to come out, have a hard count, and call timeout, and he hikes the ball. And Brian Hoyer stands up like, what are we going to do with this?
I mean, he made it look as good as possible, and it still looked terrible.
It looked pretty good. Yeah, that one that we just saw was pretty good. This one's going to be a gain of 4. I got to stop clicking my highlighter.
Suggs.
I heard one of the games we did, all I heard was my highlighter being clicked because I was playing
with it. I used to do that with my pen all the time.
I know, but you can't do it on the air. See, I can
you
hear
yell
that
at me.
through my
You would
I have a
always
little
yell at me,
microphone
so
here.
I stopped doing it.
I know. It's like chewing gum. You can't do that on the air. What you do at home. Hands the ball off left side. Oh, great run inside again.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not running the football more,
He's going to get 4 yards on the carry. And who was that?
I'm lobbying for Suggs. Get that guy some carries.
Yeah.
Lean on him a little bit. They're going hurry up.
I like this play call. 2 big gains, and now to the no huddle. Goes to the no huddle, hands off just the other side. Oh, can he get away? No.
Not from Darian Powers.
Great
Another
solo
tackle for loss.
-4. And Powers takes Suggs down, and outside of that, he would have had some space out there. Approaching 5:40 here in the second quarter. You can see the score. It's been an interesting game so far. Big plays on both sides. Big run plays for Garfield. Some big passing plays for East. But fun all around, you could say. Hey, we're going to run left. And this time, wow, right through the line. Big spin move. Hey, we're down 12 yards, and he's going to be, oh, they're going to give him the first down right away. He was closer than they're putting on there, but good home call, home team. First down, so a 13-yard carry for a first down gets them to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Dave, their backs are moving just before the snap, but they have not called it one time, and it's worked all day. He's got room.
Rolls right. And this is what we saw for the touchdown last time. In that space coming down the line, really puts pressure on the defense. Then it get 8 yards on the carry, and it set the defense back this time instead of coming forward as they did for the touchdown. Defense comes up, throws the ball, touchdown strike. This time they stay back, I get 8 yards. Win-win for the Dragons. They're going to set up again very quickly. 4:37 here in the second quarter. They got a 2-point lead. They want to add to it. Ball snapped, handed off, goes left, comes back right, and we got first and goal on a 6-yard carry. First and goal from the 1. That's a good setup.
Yeah,
every offense loves that. Hey, we got 4 tries to get in.
This is the kind of no-nonsense drive you like to see if you're an East Dragon fan. They're just
and because they're bringing it in so quickly, Garfield trying to substitute too difficultly, and they can't do it. We got a touchdown by East. He pushes his way in. There's the sign, a little late. Jamarian Suggs getting another touchdown.
And that's a prime example of how you use the hurry up to your advantage. Garfield absolutely on their heels right now defensively.
And they went very quickly down the field, 47 yards in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's set up by the big return by Bell, and then the rest of the damage all done on the ground with Maurice Thomas and Suggs. Suggs getting the 2-yard scamper for the touchdown. That's why you go for it there if you're Garfield. If your defense isn't going to stop them.
Well, I don't think he was putting in there like, oh, hey, by the way, we're going to give up a big return. And
yeah, big conversion here. Make it a 2-score game.
Yeah. Looking to throw to the corner. They haven't had success last time they threw this play. And this one puts it in the pocket and gets it away from the cornerback. A 2-point conversion puts it a 10-point lead.
Dominique Holly just wrestled that away. Impressive drive for the Dragons as they double up Garfield here, 20-10.
Yeah, so you end up getting the field goal for the Rams. Gets you 10-12, but now they put another touchdown drive and the 2-point conversion. So now you're back to a field goal and a touchdown just to tie this up. And if you're the Rams, you're a bit reeling a little bit on your heels because I think you're coming out saying, hey, we weren't expecting that.
East gets the ball to start the second half. I feel like if you're Garfield, you need a score here before halftime.
Make it a
whether it's 3
game.
or 7. Yeah, you need something because it just feels right now like East is the better team right now. The team with more momentum. They've been cleaner on both sides of the ball. Garfield's got a lot of I mean, they're not getting shut down in any way. They've just been not as consistent offensively as the Dragons.
Well, you talked about which team could take away the strength of the other. Hasn't happened on either side yet. And the Rams are hoping that continues. Return from the 19. He's going to get, he's going to step out at about the 49. So a 20-yard return.
Good field position. 4:14 and a timeout for Garfield. So they certainly don't have to go in the hurry up. They don't need to throw it all over the place. They can run their offense. 4 minutes, plenty of time from 61 yards away.
But there's not any room for error.
No.
You
penalties,
can't have
negative
you especially
plays, no.
can't have a big penalty of 15 yards. Even a holding penalty could really derail what you're trying to do because they need to be clean, deliberate, concise, positive yards.
A drive similar
And
to
they
what
could-
East just did to them.
Absolutely. Playing it in tight are the Dragons. Looking to hand the ball off, and he does, coming left side. And he'll get 3 on the carry.
Yeah, Sheffield popped there, but he does fall forward. He took a big hit.
What? It was 3, now we're down to 2.
I'll take your word for it.
He got a bad spot.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, almost looks like 1 now.
That's what I'm saying. Bad spot. I'm saying 3. Everyone else is wrong. That yard's going to make a difference. Here we go. Shepard gets it looking to his left. Looking left on the bigger side of the gain, and can he get it in there?
Wow, what a catch.
They are going to say it is a catch, and that'll be for a first down. He gets to the 50-yard line. Yeah.
Nolan Palmer.
Nolan Palmer, the 6'2 senior, listed at 180 pounds, but he looks really big out there compared to the DBs against him, as he just can make grabs like that and stretch out.
Yeah, giving up the body there to make a big play.
Well, and we've seen that corner pass that we've seen the Dragons do twice, one successful, one not, that is really, it's so much easier when you're tall and big. Just go up there and get it. Shepard's going to hand the ball off left side, trying to get around the corner. Good pursuit by the Dragons to cut it down, but he's going to get, 7 on the run.
And I thought it was like 3 and 7.
I thought the same. I was like, did they start at 1st and 5? Looked like a 2-yard gain, and then, no. It's a good push by the Rams offensive line, and they're making their way down.
That marker guy over there is struggling.
Yeah.
It goes from 7. I mean, he's not a yard off. It goes from like 7 to 5 to.
2:32 left here in the second quarter. They want to get a score on the board. Lash up top with Javarius Grant. Look for him to get the ball. New spot in the slot receiver, top right. Looking his way. Nope. Looking left. Nope. Looking to Grant. Has pressure coming. Has to throw the ball up to the sidelines. Is he going to stay in bounds? Goes up for it and out of bounds. Incomplete. No flag down. Look who it went to, Grant.
Yeah, we haven't seen much out of Grant today.
I wonder if Grant was supposed to have a shorter route, though, because it looked like Shepard was looking for a much shorter route for him, and maybe he broke off. I don't know. Third down, though.
Now, you don't have to pass here, Dave. 2:13 left, but you this is 4-down territory for them, I feel. You got to get a first down. Just the way this half is going, and then it comes down to who's going to make halftime adjustments after that, because they're going to have to do something to stop this East offense if they want to stay in this ball game. But right here, they want to take care of it and keep it out of the offense's hands.
Offset eye, Shepard. Powers gets the ball, comes left. Oh, scampers. He's going to be close.
I think he got it.
He did get it by a yard. First down, move those markers, folks. Garfield football is moving him. And they're going to get a first down from the 38-yard line.
And he gets out of bounds. So a doubly good play for him.
This is about as quickly as the Rams offense moves. There's not really a no huddle.
Right.
But this is pretty quick.
Yeah, and here they don't have to be that quick because the clock is stopped.
Ooh, again, movement again, no flag.
Oh,
Shepard
you got
looking
him.
across the middle. Can he hit him? Oh, just short on the fingertips of his intended receiver. That was going to Nolan Palmer.
Some air under it.
Yeah, we could have put a little more air for it to get in there, but a great play call from 1st and 10, and that would have been a big play. Even if he would have caught him, he would have been inside the 10 by the time he was able to bring him down.
Great job by Palmer getting off the line of scrimmage and getting off into his route. He did a nice job avoiding. They tried to bump him, and it was ineffective. Just a little bit overthrown. He got a hand on it, but not enough to reel it in.
Wonder if they're going to go back to the run play, I assume, here. 2nd down and 10. They do. And that goes to Powers. He goes inside, and he's broken it off. 10-5 touchdown. And he just scored from 38 yards out. They went to the pass, big play. You wonder what they're going to do. You're not sure. Are they going to go back to the run to try and get some yards to kind of make up not getting any on first down? And when you have this guy on your team, it's like having Superman in the backfield. You hand him the ball, and he just flies right by everybody and gets in for a touchdown. 38 yards out. Another big play. Touchdown run for him.
The answer right there, right what they need. And there's still a 156 left. Now they need to just keep it right here and go in the half.
Yeah, you said it was very important to get a score. Snap is low. Still gets it up and in, though. A lot of credit's got to go.
Trevon Shepard. Let's give the holder credit. The last one was high and this one was low. Man, you were on it. I know. I stole it.
I was on it. He got it down quick because the pressure was coming on. Kind of a rough snap coming to him. So 156 here in the second. They get a touchdown to go in there and get an extra point. 17-20 your score. 6 points up on the board plus the extra point. And it's been a bit of a up and down game. There's been a lot of scoring, big plays. I like it so far. It's going to be tough to find that career education player of the game. That's why you give it to the man, Joe Pacansky. Have him figure it out, the educator himself. He gets
I got a whole half to think about it because this game is certainly not in the balance yet. It's
probably not going to be a defensive player.
Not right now, that's for sure.
Not yet.
Or unless the guy also plays offense.
We do have one good interception that was helpful, but yet to be seen.
Bonio going to kick it off here, and you need to avoid the good return.
I like how they have the socks that match the uniform. More people should do that. Just saying. Kicks it, kind of a squib. Kicked hard, though. It hits him in like the shin. Picks him up at the 10-yard line, comes left side, trying to get around the corner. Going to cut back inside.
Oh,
a
what
good
a cut
in.
Uh-oh.
Still on his feet and taken down at the 49-yard line. So a 39-yard return for him off what was looking like an airplane speeding at him, looking to crash land on the turf.
Yeah, that was a great return by Suggs. And now you don't sit on it here if you're East. You try to get another score. Special teams, the kick return game of East is really dominating in this first half, setting them up with short fields time and time again.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't want to get caught up into trying to air it out too much with Shepard, Lash, and Sheffield in the deep spots. We went too fast. We
False, did. Yep, not quite set.
That's going to be on Dominic Holly.
1st and 15 now.
A little too excited.
Third penalty for the Dragons, 3 for 20. Garfield with only 2 penalties for 15 yards so far, but still got a lot of half going in what has not been a fast first half. I think we can say that. It's been exciting if you like offense, though.
Infocision Stadium, Suma Field. Making it look good here. APS 15. These are two teams playing well. 5-yard penalty sets him back a little bit. Continues going to be throwing. Puts it right in his hands. And he's going to step out at about the 46.
Yeah, you don't want to get the extra yard there. You want to make sure you get out of bounds. He does.
About 11 yards on the catch. It came out of his hand very quickly.
Was that Bell again?
Yes.
Man.
I think so. Yes.
It was.
But the clock continues to run. We're at 1:18 here in the second quarter. He did stay in bounds.
Well, he was.
That's way too late of a timeout if that's what we're calling.
I think they're going to check on the clock there because I thought I saw this, which would mean stop the clock on the side.
Well, he had to step out of bounds. The clock should be stopped.
If a guy's pushed out, though, they'll keep it going.
They're going to add this back on.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to. Yeah, they're going to put about 15 seconds back on this one. It's about 1:26 should go on there. because he did step out of bounds. Why do I know that? Because I listen to myself talk while I'm on the
1:23.
All right, I was a little off.
So good call by Dave Schick as that clock should have stopped, and a good job by our officiating crew of finding the error of our ways, not ours, but the press box.
Thomas looking right side, throws
Oh.
it, but he throws it down at the 41-yard line. Pass intended for, is that 30 or
Jackson.
20?
Cavante Jackson. He's like,
Devontae Jackson.
seriously, man, that's an easy throw. Get me the ball. I was open for a second. Now
120 now, with the clock stopped on the incomplete. 3rd down and 3.
Let's give credit to this East offensive line. They just can't get any consistent pressure on Thomas. And when you can kind of stand back there and pick your shots, not having to throw off your back foot, you always look a lot better. Time again, and that one through the hands.
And I think they got caught up into we got to hit big plays passing.
They could have ran there.
Would have liked to see
Yeah.
a little play action. Hand the ball off, spreaded them out. You thought they were going to pass again.
I think they're going to go for it here.
I think you go for it, but now I think they know you're going to run.
Hard count.
Hard count, sneaky.
I'd like to roll out Thomas and give him the run-pass option here.
I would have liked to run on 3rd down and pass.
Well, yeah,
because
then you can run. You got 2 plays and still a timeout left. I think they've abandoned the run at times. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Might have got caught. Let's see if they can convert. Looking left side, hasn't
Tipped.
been there.
Oh, I don't think that's a
And
catch.
Flag is down.
No, that cannot be interference because the ball was tipped. The ball was tipped.
Oh, here's the talk that it was tipped.
Yep.
So no interference.
But was it caught? I think they called it incomplete too.
Yep.
Again, I will give credit. I'm giving credit to officials tonight. What is going on? The solar eclipse has got things.
Yeah, I don't like that, Joe.
I was right on top of that, wasn't I?
You were.
The ball's tipped. You cannot have interference. Well, you could still have it, but it would have to come really early then.
You were on it, but it just scares me that you're on the official side.
And really, number 11, Trayon Bell, still almost came up with that thing. He just couldn't quite pick it off the turf. Another incompletion for Thomas, and we'll see what Garfield decides to do here with 1:12 left.
Do you take a shot or you just run it out? Let's see. Throws the ball, powers. That could be a big play, but trying to get around the outside.
Again,
oh, don't go out of bounds.
Yes, go out of bounds.
No.
Yes, it
No.
stops the clock. You're trying
like
to
that.
score here. You got a field goal kicker. You only need 25 yards.
You should listen to what you just said. You only need 25 yards. You got 1:07.
You run out of bounds there.
All right.
They're not going to get the ball back. You run the ball here. If you don't get anything, you let it wind down. If you get something, then you.
Possible. Let's see.
They might throw here.
3 wide. Looks like he's warming up his hands.
Yeah, that's a tell.
That's the stuff I would look for. And he hands it off.
And
Powers inside and smothered for no gain.
now you're not in a rush. Now you run it down, and then you can still throw.
You needed 25 yards, Joe. You weren't in a rush to begin with. You made the stop on defensively. You're down a field goal. That's still good.
Kelvin Lawrence on another tackle for the Dragon defense. 3rd down and long now.
Sneaky. Look at Grant up at the top of your screen in the slot position. Last time he came in, targeted.
I'd go there. Looks like they got double
Running
coverage
back.
on him.
Yeah, I'd double cover him too. Looking left. Doesn't even look that way. Puts it up for a big ball. Coming to his receiver.
Oh,
in his hands,
my
and he catches
goodness.
it. Can you believe it?
I thought he overthrew him again, but that time he put enough air underneath it.
A 45-yard strike by Shepard, and right where it was supposed to be to Palmer.
22 seconds left, and they're hurry up. They still got 1 timeout. Nolan Palmer with an unbelievable grab.
Wow, and they're excited. Whoa.
Oh, East calls timeout. Thank you.
What a big
Says
play.
Garfield.
What a big play to have. You thought that, what do I know? I'm telling them to, hey, get out of here just 17 to 20, and you hit a big 45-yard bomb to Palmer.
I told you, run it, then you don't worry about the clock, and then you go big. Man, someday you'll listen to me.
Yep, and that
And now Garfield with a great chance to tie it or even take the lead. They still have one timeout left. So probably got to put the ball in the air here.
1st and 10 from the 11.
I'll tell you what. Why not that draw play up the middle to Powers that's gone big twice?
Why not go to Sheffield? He's
could.
better running in between the tackles.
Oh, I don't know about that. Powers does have over 100 yards already in the first half. But Sheffield's added 50 himself on only 4 carries. Or you want to go right back to the guy who's hot, maybe Nolan Palmer. Don't forget they got big play Jatarius Grant out there too. Man, they got options.
Maybe you hit Powers. And to me, I'd almost set up 2 plays. We run one, we run the next one, no huddle, and then you call timeout.
They reset the clock back to 22 seconds.
Yep, that's what I would do.
I don't know.
Here's the first play. Regardless of what you do, you run the second play, and then you call timeout and let them kick the field goal. 22 seconds is 2 plays for me. Here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Shepard looking to pass.
Same
into
play.
the end zone, double coverage, corner.
Oh, that was a great throw.
Right there, but incomplete. Did a good job stretching, but just not enough field to stay in bounds. This is where I'd line up for the second play.
Well, the clock's not running, so, I mean, and you still have a timeout, so you got the run or pass option. That was a great throw by Shepard, who hasn't had the best first half, but his last 2 throws have been spot on the money.
The other one, he really threw it up there for the big play and allowed his receiver to run underneath it.
That window was almost slammed shut. He still stuck it in there. Palmer could not hold on, though.
Looking to pass again. Pressure coming right up the center. Throws it.
And that's actually a good decision by Shepard, as they jumped that route, and he kind of aired it out and threw it away at the last second.
Well, and he had pressure coming to his blind side to get rid of the ball as well.
And you have a timeout here, so third down, you don't have to throw here. You can try to catch him with the draw play. I'd get the ball in the hands of my best player one way or another here. Halfback option might be a nice. Darian Powers, we did see him throw a 56-yard TD earlier this year on a halfback pass.
And he's got Grant in the slot, Lash up top, Palmer at the bottom. Motion coming to his right, going to roll right. Pressure coming, throws it up. He has a man to that corner. Can he get it? And he does! Grant comes left, goes back right, and catches it for a touchdown with 7 seconds left here in the first half.
2 touchdowns within 2 minutes from Garfield? Yes, Garfield, partner. And they have completely flipped the script and changed momentum. Trailing 20-10. Now they're going to go into the half at least up by 3, I think. Remember, East return game has been spot on today.
And they're looking to set up for the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up.
Drilled.
Drilled for good. 24-20 your score. So they come in, they make a great stop with, what, a minute 40? Is that about right? And then go the length of the field off a huge passing play of 45 yards, and then able to get in the end zone on the pass. Extra point good. Bagno's been great kicking the ball.
And Shepard, after starting off 0 for 5 with an interception, he is now 4 for his last 8. Not a great percentage, but he's thrown it for 63 yards. Actually, check that, 5 for his last 9. And the big strike here to Jatarius Grant.
And just something that just doesn't really happen. Garfield has a good passing game, but they're able to set it up, running the ball very well, good wide receivers, and now a good presence of a quarterback to get it in that spot.
And definitely our longest and highest scoring first half of the year. And it's not all in one direction either. Boy, halftime adjustment's going to be huge in this one for both of these defenses.
Squig, kick it. Wow, great kick.
Yes.
Goes sideways and was in a spin to come back in.
Can't let him get outside. You can't let him get out there, and they didn't. They didn't, did they?
Didn't yet.
Did they? Oh, another great return.
Picked up at the 25, return to the 45.
And that's going to be addressed at halftime also by Garfield, because they're going to kick off the East to start the second half.
30-yard return with an injured player down. I can't see who it is. Number 34?
You are correct.
Daniel Stark. It's good to have glasses. What's up, Zach? Hey. Shout out to Zach here. Zach McCansky. He's like our intern. And that'll be it here for the first half as we go into halftime with Garfield leading 24-20. Dave Schick, Joe McCansky, and Zach McCansky all here from Infocision Stadium, Suma Field. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back as we're just about ready to get the second half started, and Joe has our first half summary.
Well, lots and lots of offense here in the first half as Garfield gets ready to kick back to East. The Rams with 251 total yards to East 167. Both quarterbacks 5 of 14 passing in the first half. East Maurice Thomas threw it for 108 yards, including 2 scores to Trayon Bell. And on the other side, it was Trayvon Shepard hooking up with Jataris Grant for an 11-yard touchdown strike right at the close of the first half. 14 unanswered points by the Rams as they scored 2 touchdowns within 2 minutes to take a 24-20 lead where we stand with the second half kickoff.
Picks it up at the 8-yard line, comes back left, and comes back up the center, and he will get to the 38-yard line, so a 30-yard return. And 14 unanswered, as Joe had mentioned, but 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the last quarter, and the last one being scored with just 7 seconds left. So as Joe had mentioned, big adjustments here at halftime were going to be crucial. Both teams really able to do kind of what they wanted to offensively in the first half. So it's going to come down to who can make the adjustments. And I know Joe and I both mentioned watching the halftime, seniors being recognized for East, homecoming court for Garfield. But some of the players not in there to see those halftime adjustments as he comes through the line and gets hit and will gain 4 yards. But really, Suggs stopped pretty quickly on the tackle, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Suggs carried it 9 times in the first half, Dave, for 35 yards, and you'd like to see them maybe establish that a little bit more and a little bit earlier here in the second half.
We'll have another game for you next week with Garfield as they take on Ellett right here in APS 15, looking to throw down the line of scrimmage, and they're going to rule that a catch or not.
That's not a catch.
That was right down on the turf.
He's giving him a catch.
He is giving him a catch.
That ball bounced.
And
thank you.
Lose a yard on the catch.
Nope.
We'll move back forward.
That was not a catch. And they got it right again.
3rd down and 6 now.
And Thomas has made a lot of good throws, but that's the easy throws. That's the ones you got to complete and give your athletes a chance to run. You get some of that yak yards after catch.
A run and a pass to start here the second half. Talked about the adjustments. Now you have a 3rd down situation you need to convert. Pat fakes the pass and then goes again to the longer route and is able to convert it down to the 28-yard line. A great pump fake.
Hit him. You got him. I mean, they had the blitz, and it's like the guy ran right past him. Drill him. You had a chance to. I mean, Thomas is going to continue to make throws if you don't put him on his back once in a while. Great throw by Thomas on 3rd and long. Who was had that catch?
Not Holly.
Was it 20?
I don't remember. Looking to run right.
Oh, great block.
And he gets around the corner, and from 27 yards out, a touchdown here, just under a minute here in the 3rd quarter. So at 10:49, they get a touchdown from 28 yards out as that goes to Suggs, and he gets the TD.
Yep, Suggs, we'd like to see him establish that run, and a nice seal block by Dominic Holly goes for the touchdown.
I believe that Jackson was on the catch prior to that.
Thank you. Did you get the yardage on that? 28, was it?
28 for the run. And they're going to go for 2. First score here, obviously, in the second half. Catches the ball, running,
No.
close. And
Nope.
top referee says did not get in. So just a 6-point game, but as we talked about, taking the lead again, 26-24. So as much as Garfield battled back to get back into this ball game and take the lead 24-20, boom, they come out with a quick strike and take the lead back from them. As much as they keep trying to get into it, they just can't stay ahead.
Right. And it's which defense is going to show up today. East there goes, and they tried to blitz, but the blitz picked up just enough, and it leads to, oh, shall we say, pay dirt for the Dragons.
Every time I look at the logo for Infocision Stadium Sumo Field, I always catch it when the birds fly by, which is a weird. I mean, if you saw it one time, it's kind of neat, but every time I look over, birds are flying behind the logo. It's odd. And it has like a sunny day sky, and it's pitch black out here.
I'm going to venture to say if somebody goes scoreless in a quarter, they're not going to win this game today. That's just my feeling.
Picked up at the 22.
Uh-oh.
Comes back the other way.
That's not going to work. Oh, look at that cut.
Still got something out
Yeah,
of it.
he did.
22 to the 34, so a 12-yard return.
Davon Mason, with seemingly nowhere to go, finds a way to get himself some pretty good field position for his squad.
Well, he kind of stalled the offense a little bit till they had the pass to Jackson to set up the first down. And then the run from far out to Suggs. Now the pressure's back on the Rams that they need to come out and score.
Absolutely.
And just as you had said, beginning of the second quarter, they scored early in the first quarter off the interception, early in the second quarter off the long drive, and out here early in the third. Hands the ball off, pressure in the backfield, and will gain a yard, 2 yards. 2nd and 8, 10:30 here in the third.
It seems like
the highlight reel is going to be pretty good for this.
Yeah, and
Joe?
It seems like East has the
Peter.
easier task here, although stopping power is not an easier task, but just putting more guys in the box and daring him to beat you, it seems like the easier of the two tasks.
Shepard tosses it to him, right side, Powers hitting the backfield again, will get 2 yards again, but has been sniffed out the last 2 plays, 3rd down and 6.
The key there was Darius Griggs. He got off of the block of Sheffield out front and did a great job getting off the block and then making the open field tackle. 3rd and long now for the Garfield Golden Rams.
Hey, we saw this last time with the Dragons, able to have a big conversion to pass the ball of 27 yards. Now this one goes to Shepard. He's in a pass, rolls left, has a man way downfield. He throws it to the short man who has it incomplete. Even catching it wouldn't have gave you a first down.
Nope.
Not sure why he didn't look for the longer pass route. Certainly like the chances of it getting the first down, but it seemed like he had some separation. Now they'll have to punt, 4th down and 6.
Big 3 and out for this East defense.
Not able to move the ball on the 38-yard line. And the kick is away. It's going to be high. And we'll go out of bounds about the 35.
Yeah, I'd
So
say
it kinda
about the
switches
30. I'm going to guess 37.
Switches the field.
Oh, look at us. Split the difference, 36.
So instead of being at the 38, they flip it to the other side of the field, give it to him at the 35. So at 9:05 here in the third quarter, East will get the ball back again, making a great drive out of their last one. They were able to convert, what was that drive, about 55 yards? Is that right? Where'd they start at?
They started about at the 40. I think it was 60 yards.
60-yard drive, so about the same spot as last time. And they had a big passing play and then a big run play. Big plays all around here. Motion coming to the bottom of your screen. And hands the ball off. Cuts in. Pressure at his feet. And comes down at the 40-yard line. So it'll gain a 4 for Suggs.
They do a nice job they really run two main plays out of that formation. They either go strong side and like student body left or right and follow everybody, or they go that counter action as we have a player down for East.
Yeah, I was saying as I was looking at the roster, you have Suggs, who's ran the ball very well, a sophomore there at East.
And he's down. He's the one. He took a hard hit on that one and got up initially, but then went back down.
Cavante Jackson is a junior. We've heard a little bit from Dominic Holly, the junior, as well. Woodley's had a target. He's a sophomore. Outside of Trayon Bell and Maurice Thomas, both seniors, those will be the part of the class that will be graduating this year. Want to let you know while we have a break that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education Department, where programs are supported by industry-based standards identified by 30 different business advisory groups. For more information, apscareers.com.
Sorry.
City Series football here on APS 15 is also supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program at Firestone High School. What is it? It's a rigorous 2-year program that's designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Nailed it.
That's all right. I was also mouthing the spot, too, with you as you went.
Which is not easy to see while you read the spot.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to distract you, but
it would distract me.
I think I have that one memorized.
Well, one day, probably not in the near future, they'll give us new spots, right, Peter? Yeah.
No, he said no.
No new spots. Maybe just rewrite. I bet you they have new programs since I told you the one of 55 years probably needs to be updated like 65 years. On the counter play, he's going to have a gain of 5, but it'll be just short of the first down by a yard.
Had to go with
third down
Trayon
and
Bell.
short.
With Suggs out of the game, they had to go with Bell there.
Bell did walk off the field, as you saw, while we read the spot. As you probably weren't paying attention to what I was saying, you were just concerned about the injured player. But he seems okay. They're still checking him out on the sidelines. We have not seen him check back in.
3rd and 1. Can the Rams come up with a big stop?
Last time they had a third down situation, hit a big pass. Looking for the pass as the counter play or to the run play. Let's see. Motion coming out of the backfield. They're going to go with the run, try and get it the hard nose weight, and they do. A gain of 2 yards for a first down. And that'll move the markers as they get closer to midfield. 7:48 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, DeAndre Brimage, the blocking back, just another extra offensive lineman in there. Been clearing holes all day. When they do decide to run the football, that's number 16. And you see him leading the way for his runners, doing the dirty work for the East Dragons.
And Thomas hands the ball off. Looking left side is Bell. And he's going to come up and we'll get a gain of 7 on the carry. 2nd down and 3.
I like East going to the running game more in the second half. I think it's...
Well, they were getting 5 yards every carry before getting tackled.
It's going to set up play action here deep.
I can't see where Suggs is. Is he still being looked at, or is he back in the pack? You could help me out with this. He's back in the game. He's in the backfield right now.
Good call. He's back.
He's back, baby.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's...
Wait. I was supposed... No, I'm not out there? Okay.
That's exactly what that was.
Thomas looking to pass, as Joe said. Pressure
Finally they get to him.
Up the center, and they get a sack. It's going to be a loss of... wow. It's going to be a loss of 9.
And a big play by James Corey as he just bull rushed, went right through the block.
He's had pressure a couple times this game and been able to either elude it or get rid of the football before it was there. And this time was very close to getting rid of the football as well, but able to get the sack. Sets up now 3rd and 12.
Big down here for the Garfield defense. They want to get off the field, get the ball back to their offense. 3rd and long.
And it looked like this East offense was just kind of running through the mill, not any adjustments, and we'll have a timeout by the Dragons to talk it over. But it looked like here in the second half, the first possession, they go 60 yards and score. This one, they were moving the ball pretty well, and the adjustments just weren't making any dent in their production. And then they finally get the big sack. That might be the push that they needed, given that Garfield had to punt on a 3-and-out on their first possession here in the second half.
Maybe it is a big down here. East calls timeout. East would love to get this back up to a 2-score game. Their biggest lead of the night came at the 4:20 mark of the second quarter when a 2-yard TD run by Suggs gave them a 20-10 lead. Garfield, their biggest lead of the night, came right at halftime when they led by 4, which they quickly relinquished. Garfield has led twice in this game, partner, but East has led for the majority of the football game.
Yeah, they led by 1 point for about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they
4 points.
They
for
led by
about
4 points
2
for
minutes.
about 2 minutes. Yeah, less than that. 'Cause they had 7 seconds in the first half and a minute and 13 seconds in the second half.
As we mentioned, total yardage, they led it by almost 100 yards in the first half, did Garfield, 251 to 167. But it's been all East so far here in the second half.
And the team much better passing the ball as they go 4 wide, 3rd down and 12. Looking left.
Hold up.
And we got motion on the offense. So if 3rd and 12 was bad, let's try 3rd down and 17. Yay, say the Rams.
I think maybe you try to find Trayon Bell one more time. He only has 4 catches for 66 yards and 2 TDs. Also Jackson, though, he's got 4 catches for 68 yards. So a nice little 1-2 punch by those 2 receivers.
It looks like they're coming out with the same play. When you have a penalty like that, do you come out with a different play or you go with the same play?
The 2 receivers we aforementioned are up on the top of your screen.
And he's looking to his right. Now he's running up the center. He rolls right, goes for the short pass. He does. He's going to spin and be short, obviously, of a first down.
That's good defense.
It's going to be 3rd down and 17. They're going to gain 10, so that'll be 4th down and 7.
That's good defense. The 2 guys weren't open. He got what he could, came off the route, got him positive yardage, but the bend don't break of the Rams allows them to get the football back.
And East, the Dragons looking to hopefully pin them inside the 20 and make them go the full length of the field if they can. 4th down and 7, 5:20 here in the 3rd quarter as the Rams find themselves down 24-26.
Johnson,
in a game that they haven't been able to lead for a long period of time.
DeMar Johnson crushed his first punt.
This one also hit very well. Going to hit at the 17 and go right out of bounds. So no return. He gets them inside the 20, and the Rams will take over from there for their second possession. Last time 3 and out, looking obviously for a lot more help this time offensively.
They get the hold when they need to, and now they got a lot of field to work with. Definitely need to get themselves some first downs and a big play as they look to take the lead back in a game that has been back and forth, Dave, the whole way. 26-24, East leads it. Garfield with their worst field position of the night.
Three wide for the Rams. Shepard takes the ball, hands it off, going to Sheffield, going left side, and he'll gain 5 yards on the carry and set up 2nd and 5 from the 21-yard line. Sorry.
Yeah, even when it doesn't look like it's a very good play, they're getting 5 and 6 yards a pop several times.
Every time I sit up here in this press box, though, I always think they should have put some apartments up here or something. Because I get lost looking at just the land. I mean, you can't see as much now because it's dark. But when it's, especially on the other end, looking at downtown.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You can see all the way through downtown and then up the hill into North Akron. What do they call it? What do they call it?
There? North Akron.
No, they call it
North Hill.
North Hill, yeah. I think it was North something. It's like it's specific.
Goodyear
has a name.
Heights, North Hill, Ellett, South Akron.
Is that what? Yeah, North Hill.
Yeah, North Hill.
Yeah.
That's where North is.
Not that way.
This way?
Yeah, what's that? It has a specific name of what it's called. It's like right as it goes down to 2 lanes. There's like that little diner there. I'll think of it. It'll come around.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think on the fly. Three wide receivers. Oh, the pump fake there. He goes long, but now he goes across to his second wide receiver who's looking for Grant, who would have been wide open if he had thrown after the pump fake. So 4th down it is. 4th down and 4 as they're not able to convert on that incomplete. Oh, he had a great route there. Faked that little short pass to Grant. Grant goes taking off up the field, but he felt like almost he rushed it to get on that inside route instead when he could have lofted up to Grant for a big gain.
Yeah, he had some pressure. Good job by the East Dragon defense.
And it appears they are going to punt it, and they are. So you talked about pinning them down inside their own 20. They decide to do that. They go 3 and out. Now they got to punt it. Kind of no movement.
Uh-oh.
This kick's
That's
going
not
straight
good.
up. That was a weird play, Joe. It looked like the center snapped it because the rest of the offensive line for the Rams was kind of caught off guard. So a poor punt. It's going to go out. Oh, Coach Sachs is saying something. It's going to go out at the 41-yard line. So a kick of 23 yards.
Not even. 18, I think it was. I think the line of scrimmage was the 23. And it looked like it was, when it came off his foot, I thought it was going to be worse than it was.
So they'll start at the 41-yard line. Their second possession and really their best position on the field so far from the punt game. They got to the 46 earlier in the first half and converted to a touchdown. Bell tries to go right, kind of stopped in the backfield and will be taken down, a loss of a yard.
Nice play by number 55, Antonio Sanders, as he filled the gap. Nothing doing for Suggs on first down.
Yeah, I think I said Bell. My apologies. Suggs on the carry. And I did. 3 minutes here in the third quarter. You can't have every play right.
No, you can't be perfect.
That wasn't earlier.
Yeah, he took.
I'm only about a whole football field away from him trying to see the numbers. Wish I had binoculars.
Maybe we'll put you right on the field for the next game.
I love being on the
You
field.
can be that chasing camera.
That's scary down there. It's too big. Great run through the tackles. He'll get 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he drug a couple defenders there as they looked like they were going to.
That was Suggs again. They're the Birds. Infocision Stadium, Suma Field, University of Akron. Two
Seagulls.
alumni sitting up here on top of the perch. Just want to let the university know if they ever needed us for an actual game, we would be available. Just putting that plug out there. Not that they're ever going to call. Not that they're ever going to need us.
Another big 3rd and long for the Dragons.
We just love you, Zippy. 3rd down and 7. Snaps the ball. Fakes the handoff. A great fake. Goes up, and he will get the first down. He's going to get 9 yards on the carry. Really does a great job of selling that handoff.
Great fake, as you mentioned.
Grant coming back in for the Rams defensively.
And the key for the Dragons has been on 3rd and long today, well over 50%. They have really done a good job for the most part on those 3rd and long situations.
Minute 45 here in the third. Just seem to be putting players in the right position to get the gains and convert first downs. This one, he's still on his feet. He's still turning. You think the play is over, but it's not because Suggs is still going, and he got 9 yards on the carry, but he got hit at about 4.
And there's a late flag down as well.
You hate for that to be maybe a face mask. Hopefully it's not a holding call. If you're an East Dragons fan, let's take a look.
I don't think so. It's in that area, but it came down pretty darn late.
Personal foul?
Sideline warning.
Okay. But it's in the.
Oh, wait.
It's in the middle of the field.
No, it can't be right. And then they take it back, too.
So they're taking the whole play away? Are they warning both sides?
No call from the chop block.
Chop
That
block.
was not the signal for a chop block.
Chop block's here, isn't it?
Yeah, like this. Not
Chop block.
This was like illegal flying.
So first down, they missed 5 yards. Oh, geez.
Get them back for it. And it was not a chop block. That's signaled wrong. It was not a chop block because a chop block's a 15-yard penalty, and that was a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
So it had to be a sideline infraction. Chop block is coming from up here. I think
Coach Sachs is yelling at the sideline.
more confused than we are. He's like, if that's a chop block, they should be back further, guys.
But no one listens.
And he's like, no.
Deaf ears.
The official's like, what? Never mind. I'm just going to come back over the side and let Coach Sachs chew my ear off. 1st and 12 now.
I've yelled at a coach before for being on the court. Like, hey.
Again, the same play.
If I run you over, not my problem.
Nice play by Sean Calhoun there as he saved an even bigger gainer, but they're having some good luck with that play fake.
A gain of 8. Was going to be 2nd and 2, down back to 1st and 12, and then now 2nd and 4. Well, you praise them in the first half, Joe, and then they screw up in the second half. Go refereeing. Don't you want to become a ref? People yelling at you all the time. My wife doesn't say anything to the refs anymore.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, I can't say anything. Every time I want to say something to a ref. Great second effort.
Yep.
Going backwards. And that's Suggs again, and he's going to get a first down. They're going to measure this out. They're going to give him a first. Measure it.
Maybe not with that spot.
Wow. That's a horrible spot. I want to measure. Instant replay.
No, that's a horrible spot. That's not a first down.
Moving him back a half a yard.
Yeah.
He would have had a first down.
Initially, where we thought it was, but not with a yard backup.
That's bad.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Well,
our clock's not running.
Run it.
The referee's
Look,
looking
the
like,
chains have
where
already
are you guys
moved.
Going?
There we go. It's running.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. As East is
East
able
wants
to
to
get
score early. That's why they don't like scoring at the end of quarters. They like scoring at the
beginning. Get us into the beginning of the quarter, and we can put this in. And they did in the 3rd quarter with 10:47 in the 3rd. They were able to get a 28-yard run for Suggs. Weren't able to get that 2-point conversion, but they find themselves back on top, 26-24 here at the end of the 3rd. We'll go to commercial break and be back right after this. Hey, I get to read the commercials too. City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows Akron students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. You didn't have your headset on. City Series football is also supported by Dave Schick and Joe Pacansky. No. By Akron Public Schools. Online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice.
Hey, don't say we're supported by it. We'll just get a bill for this.
That's who's going to be calling your game tonight. I am Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky, Zach Pacansky here because he can't find a babysitter. I love it. Hanging out with Dad, doing some games. Peter George over there on camera. We'll thank him later. We'll thank him now, though. Thank you, Peter. Why? Because Peter's had a lot of work to do this game. There's been a lot of scoring touchdowns and big plays, and he's had to find all those players. But we start here the 4th quarter, where we started all the other quarters, with lots of scoring and hoping to get another touchdown.
Let's mention the big 0, too. No turnovers yet for the Dragons in the ball game. That's big.
I did not mention that. Hands the ball off. And that'll be a first down.
2nd effort.
Oh, I thought that kid
Spot's not great again, but it's better.
Oh, that's good. I think the bottom referee.
I think that's short, my friend.
Has better. No, it's not.
That's short.
It's not short.
Look, he's saying it's short. He didn't even measuring it. It is short. Look, the the marker's at the 18,
I
and the
know.
ball's set about a half yard short.
Well, because the bottom referee came up at the 18.
So no gain for Suggs there. Can they hold? Let's see.
Now
Probably
they're
a
going to
sneak.
go for it.
I think
QB
quarterback
sneak.
sneak. You got to get up in there. Get up in
You
there.
can get a half yard. Just push his butt out of the way. Movement
Oh,
in the
I don't
backfield.
know. Oh,
Movement in the backfield. He took a step too early. What are you doing, dude? Suggs, you're killing me.
illegal motion. And when you're not even involved in the play, oh, that could be big if they don't get this first down.
Oh, you could see he just had like that, like tapped his foot.
They ran into Calhoun. He blew up that play initially, but a great job by Thomas surging forward. But it was all for naught because Dave Schick had the call. Illegal motion. And I mentioned earlier, their backs have been moving a little bit early all day. It was a half a second earlier than early.
Well, it was noticeable because he didn't move forward. He just like tapped his leg.
Yep. Move them back, guys.
They did already, but that's going to set up a longer fourth down situation. 4th and 5, and now the playbook has to be open a little bit. You can't just sneak this one in for a half yard. You're 5.5 out. 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter. They've scored in each beginning minute of every quarter. And we're running out of time.
I was going to say, they look a little bit unsure of what they want to do here. They better get this play off. This looks like it's delay a game written all over it.
You want to move back another 5. That's going to be 10. Looking for the hand up.
Yeah, he's still not.
Hikes the ball, and the survey
Timeout.
says timeout. That is a late timeout, especially when you're
You could
calling
just
it for
get
your
the
team.
feel that they didn't like that play. They weren't real quick getting into it. Just didn't look like they had confidence in with the setup of the defense. They take a timeout.
About as bad as you getting that words out of your mouth.
About.
City Series football right here in APS 15, and jokes provided by Dave Schick. But City Series football provided by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, apscareers.com. Well, we're through 3 quarters, and career education player of the game is still pretty cloudy.
It's very cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
10:43 here as we have 4th down and 5.5.
Big stop here.
And they look more in a running formation, but they're going to be passing out of it. Looking left, throws the ball up, has a man there, and he catches it for a touchdown. 4th and 6 from the 18-yard line. He hits the strike and gets in the end zone. And that ball again coming out of his hands didn't look like a good ball, but nailed it in there. And guess what? They're scoring at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
But they do it again. The recipe for success. And while they haven't thrown it nearly as much in the second half, Maurice Thomas has been lights out. 3 for 4 for 62 yards in the second half of play with a big touchdown. And right now they're up 8, partner. A big extra point and or 2-point conversion, as this would make it a 2-score game.
Who caught it?
Who's the touchdown maker?
Jackson.
No. Trayon Bell. 3 receiving touchdowns tonight. A little less cloudy now, isn't it? And an interception. I think it's pretty clear on this dark night.
He's got to win. Looking for the 2-point conversion. Looking left side. Oh, that's a flag. Why is there no flag?
Gosh.
Why is there no flag? There should be a flag being thrown. Hello?
That was Dave Schick yelling, and that was...
He had his hand on him. I could see it from up here.
That's assault, brother.
Exactly. If you'd be paying attention, Zach, you would see what just happened on the field.
That was a misdemeanor. That was a misdemeanor, but no flag.
Why are you not throwing a flag?
I don't think they can see you up
He
here. You look
wasn't-
like an ant.
He wasn't looking at him.
And you sound like an ant, too.
Ah,
A complaining ant.
that should have been a flag thrown. We redo it. He's
That-
right there, his hand on his jersey. Ugh.
That makes it still possibly a one-score game, but
In the words of
Garfield with no
Charles
first
Barkley.
downs in the second
terrible.
in the second half. That was terrible, man.
That was terrible. Everything about it was terrible, including my yelling from the press box.
Well, Trayon Bell will take it. He's having a great APS 15 day, his third touchdown reception of the game, and they do it on 4th and 6. Just a clutch throw. Under duress, had to throw that off of his back foot. Just laid it out there beautifully.
They've scored in every quarter.
Their 2-point conversions have been really what has kept this thing a lot closer game. Line
Grant
drive
on the
kick.
return, gets at the 20, comes out to the 35, 15-yard return, and then we'll start there. And as we talked, if you're not going to score in a quarter,
You're in trouble.
you're done.
And Garfield did not score in the third quarter, and now they must score. It's almost must-score time on this possession. Still only a one-score game, though, as they're only down 8.
Oh, you wanted that 2-point conversion
Oh, yeah. Changes things.
drastically.
I mean, Garfield can run their offense. They don't have to score fast. I mean, they don't have to push the tempo up 2 scores. They would have had to go a lot more hurry up, maybe throw the football more.
Well, and they would definitely have to, if they did stall closer to their side, they'd have to take the field goal. But now they can just go for the touchdown. Powers going left. Hey, he's all the way on this side of the field. He's done a gain 5 on the carry.
Yeah, he took a pop there at the end of the play, but he gets up.
10-18 here in the 4th. It's been exciting. I think this one might deserve like twice the amount of length highlight reel for our YouTube page.
Well, a lot
Because
of
there's a lot of good plays. And not just, it hasn't been kind of that, it's kind of what they say in the NFL, like, oh, there's too much passing, there's too much flat. This has been a fun offensive
balance,
game to watch.
132 yards on 19 carries for Darian Powers thus far.
2 wide receivers up top. And Shepard takes it, hands it off, goes back the other way, looking to pass it. And you're not going to fake the pass real well when you got Powers in the backfield. 2-yard gain,
He's
3rd down and 4.
doing a much better job of keying on him, though, are they? Watch for hard count here on 3rd and that 4. Like to get a first down the cheap way, maybe by getting them to jump off sides.
Wouldn't be surprised if you see Sheffield on the carry. I'm looking to see. Oh, he's not in. That's good.
Yeah, he is.
He
He's
is.
at the fullback spot.
Under center for Shepard. Hands the ball off to Powers. Powers will get that for you. No problem.
You're calling it before he's even tackled, and it's like an inch past the first
It's
down.
not. It's a whole yard past. He dove at the first down. So that's at least a yard.
You got it. You know what's going on.
Oh, we got a player down, though. That's never good.
Injured Dragon.
My kids have got into how to train a dragon. You know, because we always get into movies about a year after they were popular.
Sure.
That's awesome. Go us. Which also makes finding the toys and stuff and videos at the library. The videos at the library are easier, but the toys are a little difficult because they're not hot toys anymore. But he got this this dragon for his birthday, and it's like huge. I think it's about 3 feet wide by a foot long. Like the wings pop out, and it like has a little cannon that shoots a little cannon. Well, it's not cannon, but it's like a little fire thing that toothless, and then it can shoot mist at you as well. I was like, who? He was excited that the wings came out. He didn't need to shoot anything or
Yeah.
have any mist come out.
Just one thing would have
It
been
has
fun.
wings that pop out, and it's, you know, the size of his entire body.
Galen Thompson, the injured Dragon, on the field. He is sitting up now, which is a good sign.
My kid's notorious for that. I have a toy the size of my body. He has like a Lightning McQueen that size, a bulldozer, and he's got to talk too.
They like the noise. I do the same thing. That they always press the buttons whenever we go to the store.
Yeah.
Thompson
He had
does
a-
walk up the field under his own power.
He had a dusty crop hopper that like picked up water,
Uh-huh.
and then he got like a gift card, so he used that, and he got a dusty crop hopper that talks. I'm
That's
like, we already have one of these. He's like, no, we don't have one that talks. Awesome. Exactly what I want to hear 1,000 times a day. Back to football, 1st and 10. Off the first down, fakes to the handoff. Shepard over top the center, and he does get it. I couldn't believe it. Grant grabs it and gets it in for a touchdown. Grabs it at the 25-yard line. And lickety-split, 53-yard strike. And Shepard, I thought, overthrew him. Grant was able to catch it. It almost looked like a one-handed catch. Not that I have a zoom or instant replay to look at that, but it looked like an outstanding catch from up here.
Grant, who was almost shut out in the first half, he doesn't have a lot of receptions today, only 2, but they're both for touchdowns, and now a huge 2-point conversion. I assume they're going for 2.
Are they taking a timeout already?
Yeah.
A timeout. We have a timeout. I want a timeout to talk about this.
But that gets it back to a 1-score game. If they make it, great, they're tied up. If not, they do have a field goal kicker. If you can keep it at a 2-point game, you're still in good shape. But
it's a bad situation.
Their defense is going to have to stop somebody.
Your defense. They have had stops.
They have. They just haven't had
not
enough.
that often.
Yeah.
They had one in the first, and one in the second, and not so well in the third. No, they did have one in the third. So they get about one a quarter.
Great throw there, Dave, as you mentioned, by Trayvon Shepard.
Off
of the play fake. Gutsy, ballsy call, and it works.
I really thought it was overthrown. I thought it was just past his fingertips. It was going to go in and out. Like he stretched for it, but he couldn't get that extra 2 inches he needed to get around the ball. And he just got it in those paws and able to hold on, and he was gone once he caught it. And we're going to have, who's down here at the bottom of our field? Down here. Is that Alonzo Wallace? Way out deep. We got Lash up top. Shepard.
They're going Wildcat.
Powers.
Yep.
Powers in there. And you got Shepard to the left side. He's going to run right, flip it.
Oh, awesome.
And Grant gets it.
That
he
was
gets a 2-point conversion.
That was a phenomenal pitch by Powers, and I don't even know if it ended up being a backwards. We'll call it a lateral for the 2-point run, but it looked like no way that's going to be. But they had a great mesh there, and Jataris Grant with 8 straight points. We got a new ball game partner. We're all square here at 32.
32. It almost looked like the toss, like when obviously the quarterback usually runs it, but when he gets hit hard, and he was like in the throwing motion. It looks like it kind of pops out a little harder than he's expecting because he's throwing it and he gets hit. That's what it looked like, but it went right to Grant, right around the corner, and obviously a great sell by Powers because he being one of their feature backs causes a lot of attention by the defense to try and stop him. They come in on him. And a great toss out to the right side. And you need a 2-point conversion, you got it. You need a stop, and you get it.
So I will go back and say the career education player of the game, very cloudy right now. I can say this.
Yeah.
A receiver's got a really good chance to get this thing.
That's true.
A couple
Grant.
different guys. But hey, it could be a defensive lineman that makes the big play in the game.
Another kick on the ground. It's not quite an onside, but it's like a long onside kick.
Can they stop him from getting outside one time?
Here's the thing. He only got 7 yards on the return because he had to run all the way across the field.
Right. So,
but you're kicking it directionally, but very hard on the turf.
Yeah, but if you're kicking it directionally, the idea is to keep them on one side, and they haven't been able to do it all night. So good field position yet again for the Dragons.
True.
Now you could take the ball at the 45-yard line all night with this offense. You'd be.
I just wonder because have we seen Bagno kick the ball hard on the kickoff deep?
I think he tried one time and he hit it line drive, but he hit down to about the 10.
I just wonder if that's better or worse. I don't know. Because that one short, but gave them decent field position, running the ball left side. He will gain, gave him a great spot on that one. 4 yards on the carry.
That was a great spot.
Suggs the ball carrier. 8:15 here in the fourth quarter. Knotted up, if you could call it that, at 32.
I think you can call it that.
It's a close. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's a pretty big knot when you have 32 points.
You said whoever has the ball last.
I didn't think we were quite to that case, but you might.
You said that at the 8-minute mark of the first quarter.
I know, because the teams were moving well. We had a touchdown within the first 30 seconds, and then the Rams came out. They scored a touchdown to answer with 4 minutes left in the first. Throwing this time, another big play to the right side. Has a wide receiver there. He catches it at the 18, and he goes out at the 11-yard line. It's going to be about the 14.
Careful. They were about to throw a flag there. Holly with an unbelievable adjustment on the ball.
Holly, oh boy.
We'll give him 38. Yeah, give him 38 on the reception.
Might be more than that.
No, from the
38, because he was at the 42.
No, the ball was on the 50. 50
No, they
to
didn't
the
get
12.
to the 50. They
Yeah,
were at
they
like
did.
the 45.
No,
I'd say
it's got-
45.
Okay, it was 38.
He didn't cross the 50.
I got the official stats.
Thanks.
Don't worry.
Runs the ball right. I hate arguing with Joe because he's always right.
And Maurice Thomas says, hey, don't forget about me. 4 for 5 in the second half.
In the hurry up now in the red
they're
zone.
not waiting. They're not messing around.
And it got him last time because the Rams were trying to sub more often. And they're just flashy.
Following that blocking back again.
Wow, great run inside. From the 8, he gets down to the 3-yard line, a 5-yard carry for him.
And you got to wonder when Garfield's going to hit somebody today. I've seen their defense go toe-to-toe with good teams in like Buchtel, which they got beat, but they were hitting. Today they're not wrapping up. They're not hitting.
This is a fast team, the Dragons. Blitz coming up the center, but that's not where it's going. It's going Shepard. He's going to get to the 1. He's
that
going to
was
be short.
a collision.
Oh, and the top referee says he's in. And it's up! 6 points on the board.
Why should he spot that one right? But, boy, he just
2 minutes later.
the wood right there from 4 yards
it
out.
did not look like he was in. But, hey, what do I know? They've had the spot wrong all. I mean,
Garfield just refuses to get or keep a lead in this game. They like playing from behind.
Where did they come with a 6-yard run?
It was 4-yarder. 4-yard scamper.
TD run by Thomas gets him in.
You feel like if they can get 1 2-point conversion, that might be the trick for them.
They're going to try and kick, Joe. They're going to try and kick. Last time they kicked was at their first touchdown at 11:30 in the first quarter, and he kicked the center's butt. It was way too low. Let's look at this one. Snap is in. Hit hold is good, and the kick is no good, though.
Good. Off to the left.
Oh, you should have done a 2-point play.
And if they do lose this game, Dave, they're gonna
lose it with that.
They're gonna look at their 2-point conversions, which they have gotten
none.
I think none.
No, they did get one.
One.
Which one do they have?
8,
Let me see here.
6, 6, and 8. They got one.
Where's
the second one they got.
Thomas to Holly, a 2-point conversion.
38-32.
That's what made it 20-10 there in the second quarter. Hello, I thought there was a little person down there. It was no good. They lined up for the kick, but it was no good. Failed kick. PK, no. Oh, I can't put RK. That would be no good. So
RK.
it makes it, I guess, 38.
R. Kelly?
32. I don't think there's anything R. Kelly we should be talking about.
That's
on this.
true. That's not,
Except for maybe his one song in Space Jam. We can talk about that.
Touch the sky?
How long do you think it is before LeBron has like a Space Jam movie? Do you think it's going to be after his career?
Too cool for that, yeah. Well, then
Durant has a movie. You ever watched Durant's movie?
My nephews love that movie.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad.
Say it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't that terrible.
Another directional kick.
Oh, and
it's
he
loose!
it.
It's loose!
42-yard line.
I think he got it back.
I think he did. He had 2 players there, but the referee's job to go through the pile is not a fun one.
No, it's not fun. And he got it back.
Because there's a lot that happens in there that you don't want to know about as a parent or as an educator.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what goes on in there.
I've been unfortunate enough to be on the bottom of a couple of those piles.
That's why I don't understand why some guys have long hair.
No kidding.
How can you play?
I couldn't.
In that setting, you're in a pile, and you know what gets pulled?
I hate getting my hair pulled. Oh, it hurts so bad, and we don't have any hair hardly.
I know, but if you're in that pile, you can bet someone's pulling on your hair. Shepard now hands the ball off, running left. Powers. Man, just like that, it's like it makes it look easy. 3-yard gain for Powers.
Nice job of going low by the Dragon defense.
6:20 here in the fourth quarter. No longer tied. The East able to get a touchdown. Is that the second? Let's see.
You can forget about the punter here in this situation. This is 4-down territory.
That's the first time is that the first time they scored twice in a quarter?
Who's that?
Suggs? No, they
East,
scored
no,
twice
second quarter.
in the second quarter as well. Hands the ball off to Powers again, and he's going to gain 2 on the carry. Third down and 5.
All right, you wonder what's Garfield going to do here? Are they going to just go to Powers again?
Are they going to go big pass play?
I'd like to see them use what East has used against them and fake it once the Powers and have Shepard keep it off of the outside. He can run a little bit.
Yeah, we might as well just put Powers in a direct snap.
Yeah, that's true. Get an extra blocker if you do that. Instead, they'll throw.
Looking to pass. Shepard all day to throw. Goes over the center. A little late. And no flags down. Incomplete pass. Really tried to fit it in a tight window in the center of the field. And he took too long to deliver it because when he slowed down with his route, the 3 defenders caught up with him.
Yeah.
4th down situation, 4th and 5, 5 minutes and 14 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
In a normal game with 2 timeouts left and in a normal game, the game dictates you to go for it here.
It does, but I bet you we're going to see a timeout before they hike this ball.
I don't know if you want to waste one, but you got to get the first down here too.
If you're East, you might want to take one.
Oh, we got a player down. Grant cramping again.
Remember, was it Grant?
He's had problems with that many
in the
times.
past.
Yeah.
At one game, I think he had like 6 breaks where he was, I'm cramping again.
He's like, I'm used to it. I'm fine, but I got to come out now.
Get some Gatorade, man. 5:14. He's got to come off. You don't want that to happen. He's had a lot of great passing plays. If you were going to go with a pass now at 4th and 5, you got Grant out. Not that you don't have good options with Palmer or Lash, but Grant's had a lot of success, and now they're going to move Alonzo Wallace into his position, which I do not like. Powers in the slot position at the bottom of your screen, and Shepard 4 wide in the shotgun. Looking right. Grant's not there. Has to roll left. He does over the center. Pass is caught. First down. Great play call. Pass went to Nolan Palmer.
Wow. Big catch on 4th down and a big throw by Shepard. He was flushed and had to go away from his natural throwing side to the right side and flushed left and made a nice throw.
But I think the original play was for Grant to get that ball on the right side. Regardless, though, first down continues this drive. They need to score. And they want to do it with about 1 second left on the clock.
That's right. Back to the run.
3 wide again. Shepard handing the ball off to Powers. Powers right on through.
That's a good gain on first down.
Wow, 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, no rush here. We want no rush if you're Garfield. We want to be effective but methodical. And East's going to have to come up with a stop now.
Well, and Coach Sack's not really one to feel the pressure of a game situation like this. He gets pissed at the referees, but not really a game situation.
2nd and short, good time to go deep here.
Let's see.
I think they're going to run it. They haven't been guarding a slot all day. They could throw a little.
They're having a lot of problem with that guy as he goes out of bounds. And he'll get a first down. 5 yards on the carry.
And we mentioned
5 yards. Here's the thing: he got 5 yards. It didn't even look that big of a play.
Ho hum, 5 yards.
Yeah,
Boring.
Got around the
great.
corner. 5
Boring,
yards.
but
Thanks.
great. Yeah. I will tell you this. We gave credit to East for not turning the ball over one time. Garfield only 2 penalties thus far in the ball game. Been huge for them. They haven't stagnated their drives, which allowed them to keep running the football.
Look in here now. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Powers having an MVP-type game on the ground, and he continues to get it here. Hey, same play. Guess what? 5 yards.
No hole there. No hole where it's supposed to go, and he just does what he can do and gets yardage.
Here's the thing. He's kind of running sideways, but it's like he's still running forward, too, at the same time.
And he's not
They bring it back a little bit. Gain of 3 yards.
he's not a burner. And he can run. He doesn't have home run speed, and he's not the biggest guy, but he runs with power, and he also runs when he gets a hole, he hits it quickly too.
Grant was back in the ball game that last series, so
Good
Cramps
sign.
are done and over with. Hopefully, offset I formation. Shepard under the center, hands the ball to Powers. Powers comes in, turns, have a gain of 3.
Did they go to the well one too many times?
3rd down and 4. But here's the thing: he still gained
If
3
you're
yards.
getting 3, no, because if they get 2 more downs, they're going to score just in time. Maybe Sheffield here, different.
That would be a smart play.
3rd and about 5 here.
Or you throw that little flank pass to Grant.
That easy screen.
Guess where Grant is? In the slot.
And look,
Scouted well.
no one's lined up over him.
And he's going to fade out to the sideline. Let's see. Nope.
There it is. There it is. He's wide open.
He is wide open. He wasn't seen by Shepard, who's now running for the pylon. And he's going, gets away from the tackler.
He made one mistake by not getting the ball to Grant right away, but he makes a great decision after that with his feet, making one guy miss for a huge 3rd down conversion.
Converts on 3rd down. 1st down from the 17. Let me count. Yep, 17.
And that's his first rushing attempt of the game. Isn't that shocking?
Well, he didn't want to run. Grant was open, but I think maybe there was a
defender. It's got to be right away.
Yeah.
It looks like he was looking deep first, and he had him right away. The clock stopped, and timeout East. And East has done this about 3 different times in the ballgame. When their defense is struggling or tired or on their heels, they've almost used the timeout not only to recharge and maybe change something up, but also to give their players a blow out there on the field, a chance to get some water and reconnect, because this is going to be a huge red zone opportunity just inside 3 minutes in the game.
City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools. For enrollment opportunities, akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools.
Smart choice.
What do I want to read? Akron City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com.
Well, partner, inside 3 minutes.
Well, this might be.
Garfield does
Might be
not
the
want to
most-
score on this play.
Elliott Bookta was a good game we had 2 weeks ago.
We've had 3 in a row. North Kenmore was a
North
great game.
Kenmore was a great game, but this might be the most exciting game because there was scoring in every quarter, but not enough scoring to put the game out of reach. And now you have this, an exciting play here with still about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Offset I formation. 2 wideouts to the bottom. They go to Powers running that way. He's got good blockers, tries to get around the corner. He just like picks his spot, and he's like, all right, now I'm going to run forward.
They completely shut down and blew up that play, and then you look, he still gets a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
3 yards.
And, I mean, they completely knew what was coming. They almost need to use Powers as a decoy one time here because everybody knows where it's going.
That's what they've done before on the
I'm not blaming
touchdown,
them because it's working, and it's running clock, but they got to score now. They have made it, hey, this is it, man. This is our season. We score this possession or we're getting beat this game.
Shepard under center. Powers behind him. And they use Powers again going right side. And he'll gain 4, 3, 4, 3, 3.
Four more.
Yeah, well, we staying there, referee. We are.
Now we're inside 2 minutes. They don't need to hurry yet because they still have 2 timeouts.
Well, they want the first down here because then you'd have first and goal from the 7, 6.
And then they could go with it. Well, actually, they don't need to if they get the first. They're going to go with one here. This is a big call.
Yeah, third down. You got to get a stop here. Not even though you're still going to be in 4-down territory, so still have another play after that. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice. Akron Public Schools, also where our highlights are, as well as our YouTube page. Akron Public Schools has a YouTube page. We put the games on there, and we also put highlights of each game. So even if you haven't been able to catch this game, but maybe you're an Akron Garfield fan, you want to look at some of the other games previous that we've covered this season, you could take a look at those. Unfortunately, if you're an East fan, this is the only game you can watch because we haven't covered them as much. That's just how the schedule goes. We're very sorry, but there's also other games there from Bookdale, Firestone, Ellett, North. They're all in there. Cover each of the schools as best we can. And we'll have another good one for you next week as we have Ellett and Garfield. We continue our coverage here on APS 15. Looking for the first down is what they want. Third down and 4 is where they're at.
Huge play. What
Shepherd,
do you do?
Offset I formation. Maybe this is the time you use Powers as a decoy. I don't know. Shepherd has motion now in the backfield. Gives it to Powers running left.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good play call. He's going to get a yard. Ouch.
I think they're going to go Wildcat here.
Well, they've already seen Wildcat before, and it was very successful, once with him running and once with him passing on a decoy. Shepherd was the one that gave him the toss and then tossed it in for a touchdown. That was, I think it was was that 2-point conversion? Yeah, right here. 2-point conversion they had. No. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like that play call. Of course, if it works, you'll say, why would you not do anything different? It still got him positive yardage, but 4th and 2 in this situation. Maybe the Wildcat formation play that they used with Jateris Grant, Powers and Grant. Powers now with 30 carries in the ball game. 170 yards on 32 carries. Boy, I think if they went to Sheffield here, the hole would probably be huge. Fake the pitch and then come back with a trap. I don't know. Lots of different things you can do. You could throw the football here, but I don't know. What would you do?
Well, we haven't seen Sheffield outside of the first quarter. He had a couple good runs then. He hasn't really been used after that. So you have to wonder if there's a reason why. I don't think you go to Sheffield. I could see you going to Grant.
Halfback pass. I still want the halfback pass.
I could see you going to Grant on a short route because you don't need a lot of
They're
play
going
here.
to the classic T formation.
T formation is what they'll have.
Haven't done it all day.
Grant's on the right side, though, so be on the lookout. Shepherd under center. Hands the ball off to Powers. Pressure in the backfield.
Not going to get it.
And he's going to go down. 4th down and 2, and they can't convert. East will take over. Up 6 points. They go to Powers in the backfield, and they jump the route. And look, a player, he's running. He's doing the Lambeau leap.
One too many times.
DeMar
to
Johnson?
Powers.
Who is that? Let's not celebrate quite yet, guys.
They went to the well one too many times. All they need to do is sit on it, partner.
I know. They're excited over there, and rightfully so. Darius Griggs, DeMar Johnson, talking to their fans over in the grandstands, giving them high fives. The coach just, hey, you're supposed to be out there. Who is that coming on? I can't see.
You better get your glasses.
Yeah, my glasses ain't going to help. That wasn't him. Who was that? Yeah, DeMar Johnson. Coach goes, put your helmet on and get out there. Throw him back out. Quit screwing around. Our referee's talking to him now. I don't know what they're talking about. How many timeouts they have?
Yeah, none.
None.
It's a wash.
It's a wash, yeah. 2 down. They're going to take him back out. I think because his chin strap wasn't on. I think when he was throwing his helmet around. Oh, boy. Someone's getting a lecture on the sidelines. He came in and his helmet was, I don't think he had a chin strap. And they kneel it here. That'll keep the clock running. They need about one more of those. Victory formation, a great job by the Dragons. They've played outstanding. They started this game off with an interception, and they brought it back to the 46-yard line. That was your man Bell. And then right from there, the next play was a pass from Thomas to Bell, 46 yards out to make it 6-0. The next was a counter by the Rams, who had a 26-yard run by Powers that was followed a 32-yard run by Sheffield, and they ended up getting their first touchdown at 4:04 in the first quarter. East, though, starts their second quarter, as they started every quarter of this game scoring a touchdown, as they take another knee, and that'll do it, and they ended up there. But East came back with a 21-yard pass from Thomas to Jackson, and then a 5-yard pass for the 2-point conversion as they go back to him again, as Thomas goes to Jackson and gets a 2-point conversion. The Rams come back near the end of the second quarter and get a field goal, a 38-yard field goal from Bagno. And the referee's calling the game now officially as the zeros are on the clock. And that'll give us our final of 32-38 as the Dragons win this game. And certainly you can see the excitement in our camera lens there as they were excited on the big 4th down play. They needed to convert there, but they weren't able to. Going back to our scoring drives, Powers ended up scoring with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, a 38-yard run for a touchdown, and then they were able to get the ball right back. Shepard to Grant from a great passing play gets them up at halftime, 24-20. The third quarter started just like every other quarter as the Dragons were able to score again, a 28-yard run by Suggs to score with 10:47 in the third quarter to get it back close again and take the lead. And then, let's see here, East had another touchdown in the fourth to start the fourth. They're one to get up to 32-24. They took the lead off a 18-yard pass to Bell, and still the conversions have been a problem. A 53-yard pass from Shepard to Grant and Powers to Grant for a 2-point conversion tied things up at 32 and made it a ball game. And, of course, what we had was a 14-yard run by Thomas to get the touchdown to make it what you see on top of your screen right now, 38-32 with 6:34 in the fourth quarter. The Rams came down trying to get that additional score, and you saw what was an outstanding 4th down stop by the Dragons to put this game away and made them jumping, doing the Lambeau leap. You could call it maybe the Dragon leap. That'd be neat. I'm going to trademark that.
Yeah. Galen Thompson, who went out of the game earlier with the injury, makes the one defensive play of the game, the one that mattered at the end for the Dragons. Individually tonight for the Rams, tough luck losers. Their offense did certainly enough to win. The defense just didn't do enough tonight. It was Trayvon Shepard, 7 for 19 passing, but did throw it 2 touchdown strikes, 137 yards, did have 1 INT. His 2 main targets were Nolan Palmer, 4 receptions for 70 yards, and Jataris Grant, 2 receptions, 67 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Grant. On the ground, it was Darian Powers, another brave, courageous effort by Powers. 31 carries, 167 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Darian Powers. Just couldn't get in the end zone there at the end as he had about 8 defenders swarming on him. But a great night for Powers. For the Dragons, as they go to 5-4 and a chance if they win next week to have a winning season, Coach Hayes doing a great job over there. Maurice Thomas, quarterback, 9 of 19 passing, 207 yards and 3 touchdowns. His main targets on the ground first, it was Suggs, a nice night for Suggs. 20 carries, 102 yards, got in the end zone 1 time. His receivers, 2-headed monster. Let's see, it was Jackson, Cavante Jackson, had 4 receptions and 68 yards. But the guy who started the game with a big play was the best player on the field tonight. Trayvon Bell with 5 receptions, 90 yards, 3 touchdowns, an interception, and 80 return yards. That adds up to over 200 total yards and a career education player of the game for Trayvon Bell.
Career education, where students can choose from 30 different career education programs. For more information, apscareers.com. Congratulations to Bell on his winnings of Career Education Player of the Game. Want to certainly thank all of those that helped make this possible, from our executive producer, Ryan Dumont, from our cameraman over there, who I can see now again here from Infocision, Peter George, Dave Schick, Joe Bukansky. Want to thank all of those that help make what's possible down there on the field, and that's our students, our staff, and certainly all of our parents at home. We thank you for everything you guys do, and we say good night. Say good night, Zach, real loud.
Good night.